Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, the chat's so tiny. Hold on. Let me fix it. You're so little. So tiny, chat. Don't worry, it's okay. I fix you. Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Is it really a happy Saturday, though? Ugh. Okay, do I sound fine? Should I turn down my BGM? Let me know. Let me know if it's too loud or if it's too quiet. I'll turn it up or down accordingly. Hi, everybody. You think I'm fine? Thank you. Thank you. I am pretty fine if you ask me. Thank you. Okay. Okay. How am I doing? I'm okay. I'm a little nervous. I have with the road trip I'm supposed to be doing, I'm a little antsy because I don't like to sit in a car longer than like I think at most I could probably handle like 2 hours without wanting to gouge my eyes out, but like longer than that, I feel so miserable when I have to sit in a car that long. I hate it. And it's because like it's because I have like a million debuffs, okay? It's like my first problem is I get migraines, and so like sometimes even the smallest like lights flashing is enough to trigger a migraine in me. So that really fucking blows, especially when I drive past like a cop car. You know, the blue and the red lights flashing is enough to give me a migraine. If you sleep 1 hour equals 5 hours. In what universe? Where? Bitch, where? Bitch, where? I wish that's how the universe worked. Dude, if I only needed like 2 hours of sleep, I would be streaming every single day, like multiple hours a day. Multiple times and multiple hours a day. Sleeping is time travel. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I wake up from a sleep and I'm like, what fucking year is it? Like, have you ever gotten home from like a shift or like school and you're so confused because it feels like you slept a lifetime? Especially when you take a nap in the middle of the day and it's still light out and you wake up and everybody else in the house is asleep, the lights are out, the sun is dead, and you look at your phone and it says it's 2 a.m. and you're like, how did I sleep from 3 p.m. to 2 in the morning? It's scary. They're putting shit in our water to make us sleep. Yeah, I hate that though. I hate when I accidentally like naps are great. I love taking a nap and I get to eat for a little bit. And then but what I hate is when I wake up and I don't know what year it is. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Boom, 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 boom. I need to put my stream deck back up here. Like, I've had a stream deck this whole time. I've been too lazy to set it up. I have like the little air horn on it, so when somebody says something, I can be like, bam, 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 bam. But yeah, I'm going on a road trip, and I wish it's more for personal stuff than it is for like leisure. I wish it was leisure. If it was leisure, I would be gone for like 3 weeks. I wouldn't update you guys. I'd just be like, bye, I'm going on a trip. I'll see you in like July. Hi, welcome. But no, I have to be an adult. I have some shit to take care of. But I am of the belief that even if you do have to do something that's like for a personal reason or even business, you should do something on the way that is at least somewhat fun. So I'm probably gonna pick up a souvenir or something. I don't know what I want, but I'm gonna get a souvenir from somewhere, and it's gonna be cute. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if you have to go all the way somewhere and it's like out of your way to do it, but you have to do it anyway, you gotta have fun so you don't kill yourself. Like, you know how some people think that you... Oh, what's the word? You play hard, but you work twice as hard? No. I play twice as hard as I work. I do not like working. I have a hard time working. I mean, I'll work, but I don't want to. But I'll do it. But I'd rather play. You know, the day that they have... Do you guys remember when they put Apex Legends on mobile? And then like a year and a half later, they pulled it from the App Store because they're like, we don't like how this game turned out. We aren't proud of the quality. And I'm like, then why did you put it on the App Store anyways? Why? But I feel like I have a weird take on Apex Legends Mobile because yeah, it was garbage. But whenever I was bored at like a doctor's office or I was like about to board a flight, I would just whip out Apex Legends Mobile and I would destroy some kids and then boom, my flight was ready to board. Oh, excuse me. Do you like my keyboard, by the way? It's a Logitech. It's the cloud keyboard from Logitech. I used to have like this really clacky one. I was like, no, but I think I told the story. I got a really bad cold, and I think I spilled cough syrup all over it. So I didn't get a new one. I was tweaking so hard. Promethazine goes hard. Pretty key. Yes, it's pretty, and it changes colors, and it's kind of new. I got it like last summer. And it comes with like a wrist rest thingy, but it's like cloud shaped, but I don't really use it. I mean, I have it right here. Hold on, let me put it out. It's like really squishy. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's squishy. You could probably slap somebody with it. Hold on. Okay, I'm using my wrist rest now so my wrist can be rested properly. Who would have thought this actually feels comfortable and it doesn't like cut off circulation in my wrist? Holy crap. You know, I'm the kind of person like I sleep. I don't know how to explain this, but with my wrists, I sleep with them bent in. If that makes sense. And so like sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and my wrists will be asleep and it hurts so bad. The cute white silicone rest. Yeah. I see it so much in stores. It's very cute. I think it's marketed towards gamer girls, so I did fall for the gamer girl marketing, but I don't give a fuck. It's cute and I like it. Opie mouse pad. You know, I want to release my own Opie mouse pad. So I want to be my own true fan, and I want to use my own booba pad, you know? Booby pad. Also, I would like if Meryl gets one, I'd like for hers to be a booty pad. And she can have like her ass sticking out and I have my wrist sitting on her ass. Kiryu Coco. Hello, motherfuckers. No, she says, good morning, motherfuckers. So you sleep like those dinosaur girls from early 2K. Yes, I do. And like, it's like, I have two ways I sleep. I sleep on my side, and I also sleep on my tummy, which really hurts the girls. It's very painful. But, like, sometimes it's the only way I can get comfortable, so I will fall asleep with my titties hurting. I will, if I have to. If I must. But people who sleep on their back scare me. Because, like, when I sleep on my back, I snore really, really loud. And I get really bad post-nasal drip when I wake up. So my throat is really sore when I wake up after sleeping on my back, and I hate it. Same without the tits. Well, nice to know. Thank you for sharing. Do you think, you know, I mean this in a nice way, but like men who have moobs, like do you think, do any of them wear bras, you think? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like if your moobs are big enough, do you think men will actually wear a bra? Napping on your desk. You know, one time I did fall asleep with my forehead like laying on my desk, and I had a dent in my skull when I woke up. So I gotta get, maybe I should get the breast mouse pad. Ugh. What up? Yeah, because, you know, I saw on TikTok, I don't know why this is shown to me, but they had this ad for, like, boxers where it's, like, a bra for your nuts. And it's, like, it's basically a little pouch you tuck your balls into. And it's, like, a little bra for your boxers, for your balls, yeah. Your nipples boinging, you know, I can't do that. Like, I admire the girls who can go out into the streets in, like, a Walmart or whatever, or, like, even a McDonald's, and they just have their nipples hanging out. Bro, I feel so insecure when I don't wear a bra because you can see everything I have to offer. You can see my dinner plates. I don't like that. I don't want the world to see it. It's okay if they know, but I don't need them to see. Ball bras are so funny. Some of them I know, they look frilly, and I know that some like swimming shorts, they actually do have like that little pouch for your nutter butters, because did you guys know when a guy goes into water, his nuts and his penis just float? Did you know that? They just free float. They just fucking free float. Don't ask me why I know that, but I know that. So imagine, just so you know, every time you're swimming and there's like a dude in the pool with you, his nuts are free floating. Yeah, zero gravity. Literally, isn't that like, what if you're hung? What if it swims away from you? That's scary. But yeah, I mean, like, boobies float in water. It's like free, what do you call them? Like the little air things you put on your arms. My nephew calls them chicken wings. The little floaties, yeah. You put them on your arms and they're little chicken wings. Yeah. I haven't been swimming in a long time. I was really fortunate, and a long time ago I used to have a pool in the apartment complex, but then I moved. So I would swim like every day and it'd be super fun. And then I was actually starting to build up a tan too. I know it seems impossible for a whitey like me to build up a tan, but I was doing it. The titties are chicken wings. Oh, I wish. Someday my titties will be chicken wings. Titties. I mean, chicken breast is delicious. Why wouldn't human breast be delicious? The worst part about big boobs is you cannot cannonball or your swimsuit will delete itself from existence. Well, my problem is when I get in the water with the swimsuit, my tits will float out of the top of the swimsuit. There has been many a nip slip in the pool with Mimosa. I don't know what that means, but hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother! Hell yeah, brother. But a fun fact about me is I've never cannonballed and I've never dived off a diving board because I have a very serious fear of water. Very, very serious. You cannot pay me money to do either of those things, as it scares me too much. I fear the idea of bikinis. Is it because there's nothing for you to fill the cloth out with? Or is it because you're scared of the world seeing your delicious tummy? You're beautiful. I will kiss the stretch marks on your tummy. Mwah! Okay, ma'am, no. Oh, okay. I take a bath instead of a shower because I want to be in a body of water. Fair. I can't take showers. You heard it from me, guys. I don't ever clean myself. Like, I have this thing where, like, my blood, it pools in my feet. In my feetsies. And when it gets hot, it, like, encourages the blood to stay on my feet. So there have been multiple times when I'm in the shower and I nearly pass out. So I have to take baths almost exclusively. Like, if I take a shower, it has to be 5 minutes or less. The longer I'm in there, the higher the risk of me, like, passing out and breaking my skull open. Tummy is a valid fear. I think it's more like the strings might unravel and oop, I'm naked. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't like wearing bikinis. The world doesn't need to see what I have to offer in my stomach. They don't need to see. I have this birthmark on my tummy I'm like really, really, really insecure about. But it's actually 2 birthmarks. So it's like my belly button is in the center. On either side of my belly button, I have 2 birthmarks, so it makes my belly button look like a face, and I'm really insecure about it. That's why I can't wear bikinis, because I remember when I was a kid, and, you know, your mom puts you in cute swimsuits and stuff, and the other kids would be like, haha, Mimosa has a face on her belly. Never again. Never again. I'm very embarrassed about it. Yeah, I need a shower chair. Yes! I like men's swim shorts, but it's like the extra cloth in the crotch is a little irritating for me. You heard it from me, I have a small peenor. Yeah, that's one of my insecurities. My birthmark on my belly. I've never told anyone that. You guys are the first to know about my secret birthmark. I like how in anime they make like secret birthmarks seem like super sexy because they always put it on like the boob. No, mine, I have one that's like, yeah, my belly. It's embarrassing. Birthmarks are weird. I had one on my wrist, but it disappeared when I grew older. It just despawned? Wish mine would do that. Ugh. There are a lot of birthmarks I have. Like, I have a huge one on my thigh. I wish it would just fucking leave. I remember I went to the dermatologist and they told me if my birthmarks get larger than like the head of a pencil, like the eraser, then it's more likely to turn into cancer. Dun 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 dun! Peener. Large peener holes. I have a birthmark that looks like somebody left a kiss mark. You are loved by God. How does that feel? I have one on my thigh and people thought it was a weird scar. I've had that happen too. Where people like, especially the larger the birthmark, people are like, what is that? It's not a scar. I just born different. I'm white, okay? Fuck you. You know the superstition that birthmarks are signs of why you died in your past life? I guess I was stabbed in the stomach. I must have been stabbed in the stomach twice, actually. Maybe with like a pitchfork. I don't know. Uh-oh. You have one that's bigger than an eraser. I guess you're gonna die. No! You was kissed to death. That would be so beautiful. That's like a Shakespearean death, I feel like. Where it seems so beautiful, but it's actually really fucked up. It sounds like a Yuri plot or something. I feel like Shakespeare would love Yuri. I'm sure he was a homophobe, but I choose to align him with modern day morality. Because I'm woke. I'm woke. Yeah. But you know, I didn't tell anybody this, but there was this one time I was driving home and I had a really long drive home. I was so tired. I didn't sleep at all. And then, you know how when they warn you that when you drive sleep deprived that you should pull over because you could fall asleep behind the wheel? Yeah, I fell asleep behind the wheel, but somehow I made it safe home. I made it home safe. I have no idea how I did it. But I was like, I have this problem where I like micro sleep and then I wake up after like a second and then like I'll stay conscious for like a few more seconds and then I'll micro sleep again and then just rinse and repeat, and I made it home. I don't know how I did, but I did. Not my proudest moment. Don't do that, by the way. I could have probably died or killed somebody else. That's not based. Hi, everybody. Is it an actual kiss or eldritch horror sucking your soul out of your mouth? I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, dying is only based when it's you. Killing other human beings is not based unless they deserve it. In which case, I hope if I do fall asleep behind the wheel and I do kill somebody, I hope they're a piece of shit so I don't feel bad. I hope there's some shitty person. Yeah, I'm not proud of that, but I feel like it's happened to a lot of us where it's like you're just trying to survive and make it home, and your eyes get so heavy and then you almost die. But I had a very fortunate teenage years because my father is the kind of man, he thinks that people in their 20s who don't have a license are losers. So I remember on my 16th birthday, my dad was like, "Happy birthday, Mimosa. Here's your present." I was like, "Oh boy, what is it?" Driving lessons! So I got to take driving lessons because my father is of the belief that if you're in your 20s and you can't drive, you are a loser. Guess I'm a loser. Yes, it's okay though. You threw up in your hand. You know what's the worst part about that is, like, what do you do after you throw up in your hand? Do you like throw it on the floor or do you swallow it? Because whenever I am in public and I puke, I just swallow it because I can't stand the embarrassment. Unless it's projectile vomit, then you can't control it, but I just swallow it back in. Please be my personal driver. Oh, you do not want that. Oh my god. My headlight in my car has been out for such a long time. The other day I drove past a cop and it was nighttime and, you know, my light is out, so I only have one working headlight. And I felt the cop stare at me, so I flashed my high beams at him and I was like, I hope he gets the memo. This is me trying to tell him, yeah, I know my light is out. Please don't pull me over. My license is expired. I'm not supposed to be driving. Don't tell anybody. If you puked in your hands in public, you suck it from your hands. Well, what else are you gonna do? Throw it on the ground? Swallow it. Chick-fil-A cup vomit. Ooh, I've been there. I have a spit cup in my room because I get a lot of mucus in my throat and I spit in the Chick-fil-A cup. I swallow, don't spit. Based? Based? But like, okay, wait, this is gonna come off really rude, but it's not. I am of the, okay, hear me out. When I'm not, okay, I don't know how to say this. People who swallow versus the people who spit. Let's be real. It is a little awkward when she, he, they, it has to spit because it kind of, like, it takes away from what's going on. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. I'm not trying to discourage anybody, but I'm just saying... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It just, yeah, it's like, yes, it's a record scratch moment. Thank you. Yes. There's a way to make it look hot. Yeah, you just gotta grab like a spit cup. Like one of those things that people spit their tobacco into, and she has to go, "Hoi!" I keep saying she, like, I don't know if you guys are gay. He, I don't know. It, they, I don't know. A spittoon, yes, that's what it's called. Hi. Like in corn, they spit it out. No, they don't. What kind of corn you been watching? No, they do not. They fucking swallow it. Unless they like cut the video and then they spit it out. No, they do not. Nuh-uh. You gotta get into the dental RP where you spit in the cup after you give it. Oh, that's kind of cute. The tobacco cups I drank too. You drink? Oh yeah, me too. Still to this day, I come very close to drinking out of my father's spit cups because he has a tobacco problem. Looking for corn right now. Okay. You have to be employed. I wish you good luck on your employment. Yeah, you go look for corn. My personal favorite kind of corn is elote. I like elote. Yeah, they spit. Okay, well, whatever, Mero. Clearly, we're not watching the same stuff. They almost fired you two days ago. Well, fire them first. That's what I would do. Assert your dominance. Elote is so good. Hi, Mew. Mew-chan. Elote. I went to Chili's the other day, and they have like, I don't know. I remember in the 2000s it used to just be like corn with salt and pepper, but something changed, and they went the elote route, and now they put like paprika and cayenne and cheese and whatever they put on elote. I don't know, but it's so good. And it's really messy, but it's so fucking good. Your rent, pay it. It shall be paid. I am speaking it into existence. Yeah, I love paprika. You know, Rhea told me she's allergic to paprika. But, like, you guys, I was so confused because paprika is just dehydrated Like cooked down peppers, like red bell peppers. So if she's allergic to paprika, shouldn't she be allergic to red bell peppers? Or is it like maybe it's like one of those things where it's not the bell pepper, but it's like the additives that they add to paprika that she's allergic to? You know, you can be allergic to anything. I actually do have it's a mild allergy, but I am mildly allergic to kiwi. I don't know what it is, but I think you can be allergic to just about anything. My friend's mom is an Eastern Bloc immigrant. Paprika goes in everything. Agreed. I'm not an immigrant, but I agree. You're allergic to ibuprofen. Not the ibuprofen. What do you do when you get on your period? Yeah, specifically kiwi. I read online that it's like, it's not the kiwi that people are allergic to, but the pollen that's on kiwi. But, like, I used to have this favorite drink where it was like a kiwi mojito, and it would still give me an allergic reaction, despite it being like a mixed drink. So I don't know. I honestly don't know what it is. But every time I have kiwi, if there's like an ounce, if there's a singular atom of kiwi, it will burn the shit out of my lips, makes my throat burn, makes me itch. But it doesn't give me anaphylaxis, so it's okay. Well, that's how I figured out I was allergic to kiwi, because I was like, oh, I love kiwi, but it hurts so much. It makes my lips swell and my tongue burn and my throat feels like it's dying. And people told me that's not normal. It's weird. You don't take anything for your periods, you poor thing. I've ended up in the hospital because of my periods. Offline collab, we take one of the massive allergy tests. I would probably be allergic to everything, I feel like. At least like mildly. Oh yeah, the impollination of figs. It's like a bee climbs in the thing and it like impregnates the fig and it dies inside of it, right? That's scary. That's so gross. Ugh. I still eat them though. I like the fig breakfast bars. Those are really good. I like figs. Yeah, hold on, let me Google it really quick. How figs are made. Because it's like the bee crawls into the thing, and then it like impregnates the flesh, and then it dies inside of it. Yeah, so it's like a... Yeah, that's literally what it is. But I think it has to be a specific kind of bug to impregnate the seed. Well, it's not actually impregnating it, but you get what I mean. It's like pollinating it or whatever. I don't... Guys. Oh, it's a wasp. I think it's wasps, not bees. They're evil. Bleh. Wasp. One more food added to the never eat list, but figs are so good. Do you think if you open a fig, will there always be a dead wasp inside? I don't know, but like raw figs look kind of nasty. Figs are... Let's see, what are figs? They're soft teardrop-shaped tree fruit. It's a small tree. Well, I want to know, is it a seed? Is it a nut? Because you know how, like, cashews, like, they come from, like, the top of a fruit, right? It's a false fruit. It's a faker. Hello, welcome. We're talking about wasps impregnating figs, because that's how that works, I think. But don't worry, guys, because the fig tree is... The conservation status of it is of the least concern, and it is in the Kingdom Plantier, because for some reason that matters. Ooh, they have sap. Gross. Cashews. I like cashews, but I only like them when they're salted. Same with, like, I'm the kind of person, like... When I go to Texas Roadhouse, I get, you know, like back in the day, they used to serve the peanuts in like barrels. But I think now they just serve them in little bags. But back in the day, I would like grab a handful from the barrels And I just shove them all in my mouth, and I would eat the shell because the shell is salted and it's crunchy and it's so good. It's reversed flour. Just like me, for real, for real. Is Texas Roadhouse expensive? Yes. Yes. I had cheese fries from there a few weeks ago. It was like 12 bucks. To be fair, I did add chili. But like $12 for a singular dish is kind of crazy. But also, I am not rich, so anything that costs more than $5 for a meal is expensive to me. Oh, excuse me. And this economy, it's an expensive restaurant in the Philippines. I didn't know that. I love chili cheese fries. BTS. BTS. $12 dish expensive. Listen, when you're a girl who has bills that need to be paid, $12 it doesn't come easily. Yeah. But like I know ramen here in America is also very expensive, because I heard in Japan you can get a bowl of fresh ass ramen for like, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7 USD, but here if you want a bowl of fresh ramen, it's gonna cost at least 15 bucks. And it's the fucked up part is like, how do I say this? Like, if you're in the part of the States that isn't very racially diverse, the ramen will not taste good. I am of the belief, okay, this is gonna come off disturbing and very fucked up, but I am of the belief that my ramen will not taste good unless it was made by a Japanese person. Same with Mexican food, okay? Okay, Tex-Mex is different. Like Chili's, it's different because I'm aware it's not actual authentic Mexican food. But it's like when you go to a sushi bar and, you know, the guys are yelling at each other in the back in Japanese and you know it's gonna be good. Even though I don't eat sushi, but they have like other stuff. Like, I'll eat onigiri. Ugh! Dude, there's this place I can't drop the name of, but they're authentic Japanese restaurant. And they make the best onigiri. It's so good. But they're always yelling at each other in the back in Japanese. White boy ramen isn't really ramen, just like Tex-Mex isn't actually Mexican food. True! Very true. But I will say, like white people ramen, like it's like, you know how white people have white people taco night? Okay, as a white person, I do not like white people taco night. It's horrible. My mom tries to do white people taco night at least once a week to save money. But it's so disgusting. Okay, as a white person, I have the authority. Okay, I will tell you what is white people taco night. White people taco night is you buy the pre-made hard shells from Walmart. What is it called? Hold on, let me look up the brand name. It's a specific brand name. It's like they're neon yellow and they're hard shells. They're the old El Paso the old El Paso crunchy tacos, and you get ground beef from the Walmart meat section, and you get the old El Paso taco seasoning, which does not taste anything like an actual taco. And then what we do in white people taco night is we lay out the toppings buffet style. So it'll be like the taco shells by itself, the meat by itself, the cheese by itself, tomatoes, lettuce, onions, whatever, and hot sauce. Yeah. And then straight cheddar cheese. Yes, it's never actual like Mexican cheese. My mom likes to set out mild cheddar cheese for us. It's white people taco night. And we never have pico de gallo. We never have guacamole. We never have anything that's actually you'd actually find on a taco. You know, I asked my mom if she knew, because I recently got into like birria, the birria tacos, and I asked my mom if she knew what the hell a birria taco was, and she was like, "What is a birria taco? I've only heard of ground beef tacos." No pico should be an actual crime. Yeah, I know. But that's how we do it around here. That's how we do it, yeah. But I like birria. I like I like the... Okay, the last time I brought this up, I got cussed out. But the birria from Del Taco is actually pretty good. It's not bad. Like, it sounds nasty, and it kind of is nasty, but it's good. It's good. Olives and enchiladas is another white person thing. That's not normal? I thought that was normal. I thought that was normal. So when I go to a Mexican restaurant and they put olives on top of my enchiladas, does that mean they're faking it? They're a fake Mexican restaurant? Is that... I don't know anymore. I'm scared. Have I been lied to? No, I've been lied to. But real Mexican food goes so hard. I really like, what's it called? It's like the flan stuff. Flan is very good. But like, I remember, I think this is a Tex-Mex thing. Do you guys know what sopapillas are? Because the last time I brought up sopapillas, to like my Hispanic viewers, they did not like that. They don't know what sopapillas are. I think it's a Tex-Mex thing. I'm from Eastern Europe, and Taco Bell is the closest I'll get to real Mexican food. They have it in Europe? I didn't know they had it in Europe. So sopapillas in Tex-Mex, they're like this little deep-fried, like, dough that they coat in cinnamon sugar, and they serve it with honey. But when I ask real, like, Mexican people or, like, you know, whoever, the culture they're a part of, if they've had those, they're like, that's not a thing. So I'm pretty sure it's like a Tex-Mex thing. Hi, Rain. Sopapillas. Sopapillas, yeah, it's like you deep fry them, and you put sugar and cinnamon, and you dip them in honey. It's spelled like Sopapillas. Sopapillas. Or you could say it sopapillas. Pronounce the L. Sopapillas. I think it's like an American thing. Excuse me. Burritos aren't a Mexican thing. No! I love burritos. But I also eat very whitewashed burritos. Like, I go to Chipotle. I get, like, I don't know why Chipotle doesn't have refried beans, because refried beans are the best. But I'll get, like, the white cilantro rice with the chicken, cheese, guacamole, sour cream, and the corn salsa. But I don't get beans. But if it was refried beans, I would put them in my burrito. Burrito! The Mexican food immersion is ruined. Yeah. I feel sad now. Americans looked at a taco and went, can you make it bigger and to go? We did! This fox eating beans. Beans. Yeah, like, I'll eat pinto beans and black beans if you put them on my plate, but I'd much rather refried beans any day. I like... My guilty pleasure, though, is, like, refried beans mixed with queso, and you use that as a dip for your tortilla chips. So good. So fucking good. I miss Tex-Mex because you could regularly get stuff like that in the South. I love you, South. Sometimes. When you're not being fucked up. But as long as I have Tex-Mex, I can survive, I think. Yes. But like the actual places, like actual Tex-Mex is such... it makes Chili's look like a joke. Yeah. I love queso though. The spicier the better. I like for it to clear my sinuses. If it doesn't clear my sinuses, then it's not good queso. And yes, I'm aware queso means just cheese, but in Tex-Mex, it's a dip, okay? It's like a spicy cheese dip. Where they put like jalapenos and shit in it and like a million different kinds of cheeses, and you dip your tortilla in it. Your tortilla chip. spicy queso got me acting up. Yes. The spicy queso. Congrats on 1.1. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Let me kiss you, Rain. Mwah. You are so sweet, baby. I love you. Thank y'all for 1.1 thousand subscribers on YouTube. It'll be a matter of time before we hit monetization. Thank you all. Queso is a specific kind of melty cheese. Oh, I thought it was just like a mix of cheese with like jalapenos in it. Not gonna lie. Well, whatever it is, I eat it and I like it. Nacho cheese is kind of cheese, but not normal cheese. You know, I like nacho cheese though. You know how there's those kind of people who are like, why do you get American cheese on your burger? That's not even cheese. Well, I don't give a fuck. It all comes out the same way. It all goes in your mouth and comes out your booty hole the same way. It does not matter. Smash, like, spread the MIMOTHON. When she gets up to 2K, I'll do a request for her. You'll do a request for me? Okay. Okay, I agree to this. I guess I consent because I don't have a choice. Thank you. Thank you, Rain. Thank you. Thank you. American cheese is cheese. Actually, it's just mixed with heavy cream to make melty. Well, they could put dog shit in it, and as long as it tastes good, I will eat it. I remember I had, you guys remember how I told you about how all white families have that weird uncle? Yeah, my weird uncle tried to convince me to stop eating McDonald's chicken nuggets. He showed me one of those, like, PETA videos of how, like, they make the chicken nuggets. And I was like, is this supposed to stop me? Because I'm gonna keep eating it. I don't give a damn. We do not care. I love microplastics. That's what makes everything... It gives flavor. It's like MSG. My mom is, like, really, like... She's homophobic, but with MSG. You know what I mean? You get the vibe? I remember before I knew, like, the word, like, homophobia, I used to say, that's racist against gay people. Because I didn't know there was a word for it. So sometimes when I don't know the word for something, I just say it's like homophobia or like racism against X because I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, my mom she's racist against MSG or whatever. She thinks, she's one of those people who thinks it gives you like migraines or whatever. And you know what? I don't care because it makes my tummy happy. I don't care what's in it. The kind of people who try to like fearmonger like your food and they're like, hooga booga, it gives you booty hole cancer. Well, it'll be okay. We're all gonna die eventually, so what does it matter? MSG is the lifeblood of good Chinese food. You can't leave it out. We'll talk to my mom about it. She does not buy it. She's like, MSG it raises your blood sugar and your blood pressure and it gives you 7 different kinds of cancer. MSG is life. It really is. My dad has a secret stash of MSG because my mom, if she knew that we have MSG, she would flip. But my mom is really short. So what my dad does, it's so fucked up. He hides the MSG in the highest cabinet in the kitchen. So she can't see it. And even if she did see it, she wouldn't be able to reach it. Yeah, it's king shit. Thank you, Dad. He is protecting the MSG with his life. Yeah, my mom is like one of those people. Like, I love my mom, but she buys into the like what's the word? Like the TikTok health fear-mongering kind of stuff. If that makes sense. She's very my mom for like to give context, like my mom once tried to convince me that salt, it doesn't matter how much salt you eat because it actually doesn't affect your blood pressure, so it's okay to eat as much salt as you like. Which, I'm pretty sure that's not true because, yeah. If you eat too much salt, it can literally kill you. So there was a period of time where my mom did think that she could eat as much salt as she wanted to. That was a weird time of her life. Guys, I don't know. My mom has always been into like weird conspiracy stuff like that. It's yeah, it's like old people, they believe everything they see on the internet kind of thing because they didn't grow up in the dark ages of the internet. Because like it's like I think their thought process is like, oh, I wouldn't be lied to in real life, so I wouldn't be lied to on the internet. Strangers don't lie to me. Why would they lie to me on the internet? Which is such flawed logic, but... Think she's a flat earther? She isn't, but she does not believe in, oh, what's the word? Evolution. But the reason my mom doesn't believe in evolution is because she's religious. Guys, if you keep asking questions, I think you might be scared for my life. If we told your mom the flat earth theory was based on the Bible, would she believe it? If it was in the scripture, she would believe it. Yes. If there was an excerpt in the Bible that said, if your daughter comes out as a strawberry fox for a VTubing agency, you have to disown her, they would do it. It wasn't the Bible? Uh-oh, don't tell her that. She's a flat earther! I don't know, I think flat earthers are kind of based. Because, like, maybe they're onto something, guys. Nobody's... Okay, think about it. The flat earthers believe that, like, there's a wall or whatever past, like, I think it's, like, the North and the South Pole. There's a wall that we cannot pass. Nobody has survived in the North or South Pole. It's because they tried to go past the wall and they died. They're onto something. I don't know what they're onto, but you just gotta let them cook. It reminds me of, in high school, my teacher had to take a sick week. And we had a substitute teacher who was a JFK conspiracist, who his life's work was dedicated towards proving that, what's the word? What was his name? But he tried to convince us for a week straight that it was a government conspiracy, that it was actually done by the CIA. It was actually crazy. And it actually got pretty interesting. I was like, oh, maybe this guy is cooking. And the funny part is, he actually did play the assassination video in front of the entire class. So that was lovely to see. I got live leaked in... See, I think this was sophomore high school history class, I think. This is a long time ago. Was it Lee Harvey Oswald? Is that his name? I don't know. But those conspiracy theorists do be cooking something. Now, are they cooking something good? I don't know, but we gotta let them cook. I'll let them cook a little bit. But, you know, I think conspiracy theories are really interesting. Like, do I believe them? No. But do I like reading them and pretending like I believe in them? Yes. Still better than watching Happy Tree Friends as a child. Is that like generational trauma for millennials? Where we all grow up watching because it looks so cute and you're like, oh, it's a happy little TV show. And then you watch them get like obliterated. Love that. It's so fun. Old school internet, there's videos of people dying everywhere. I love that because sometimes you don't know if you're gonna click on like a IP grabber or if it's gonna be Tub Girl, you know. We should invade the Flat Earther Discord server, Mims. Okay. I think I'd fit in pretty well. I did for a long time. Okay, I have never admitted this to anyone, but for like a solid 4 months, I got, okay, I don't want to say I was like best friends with this guy, but I got really, really close to a flat earther, and I was able to convince him that I was a flat earther. And he never thought anything. He never thought anything of it. Unfortunately, I don't know where he went, because his TikTok account finally got nuked because he was spreading misinformation. But for like a solid 4 months, we were like exchanging messages, and I was just basically trying to convince him that I was of the same belief as him. So basically what you do is that they say something to you and they're like, they say like, oh yeah, the earth is flat. Basically what you do is you say the same thing, the exact same thing back to them, but you change the structure of the sentence. So it's very easy to befriend people like that as long as you know how to change the sentence structure. He went to Antarctica. He did. I think he died. But we were bros, and he was a cool guy. Basically grooming, it's a rite of passage, you know? I think most flat earthers are trolls. I don't know. Some of them, I think some of them are serious. But I don't know. I really want to get into like watching conspiracy theory videos with you guys because I think they're so fucking funny. I don't know if I can talk about this because I don't know if this is diving into weird territory, like too weird. But I did stumble across a conspiracy theory that North Korea is not real. I don't know what that means, but I did stumble across that. Basically, North Korea is a ploy by America. I can't even repeat it out loud without laughing. Basically, during the war or whatever, when people were killing each other, America was like, I'm sick of this shit, so they decided to break the country in half into South Korea and North Korea. And then people think that Americans, we only like South Koreans, but the truth is, according to conspiracy theory, we're the ones controlling North Korea. And the idea that they're actually like capturing their people and like killing them and starving them is just propaganda to make people scared. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. I'm just telling you what I've heard. Is it real? I don't know. That's for you to decide. Right? It's a conspiracy theory I heard of. I'm probably butchering it, but like that's like the smallest summary I can give. But yeah, North Korea is just like, they're actually a very great country. No, I'm not gonna talk anymore because I'm scared I'm gonna go missing. I'm scared I'm gonna go missing. I don't want to go missing. If I do go missing, I want to go missing by like a cute girl or something. That's a really funny joke. Yeah, the CIA is looking for my location. They're coming right now. They're coming. They're coming. Okay, quick, change the topic before the feds. Before the feds. What? Mims didn't kill herself. It didn't. Okay, now on to something that's slightly less disturbing. People have asked me to do a Mimosa philosophy stream. I will not be around until Wednesday next week, but I will give you a small look into my philosophy. My philosophy, I don't know if there's like an actual like terminology for my belief system. So yeah, we just call it Mimosophy. Mimosophy. Is that how you pronounce it? Mim's philosophy. My philosophy at the very core of my beliefs. It's a very self-serving philosophy, and I'm aware that my philosophy to some may be disturbing, but that's okay. Hold on, I have my notes. Hold on, I'm reading it off because I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, if my personal belief about everything is if it does not affect me on a personal level, then why should I give a damn? Now that does not, like, if it's like my friends being hurt or family being hurt, yes, because that will affect me on a personal level. But like, I don't know if there's like an actual word for that. Like, I think it's called being selfish, but basically, I don't care. is the philosophy. If it has nothing to do with me, if it has nothing to do with the people I care about, then I do not care. So that is my belief. The reason why I am of this philosophy, it is also a religion, by the way. It's not just a philosophy, it is a religion. The religion of not giving a damn. Unless it affects you. The reason why is because I remember I don't think anybody... Whenever I tell this story, nobody believes me. But when I was a little kid, and probably a teenager too, I was a fucking doormat. I was such a huge doormat growing up. I would let people walk all over me because I was scared that if I was like, oh, please don't do that to me, that people wouldn't like me. Well, guess what, guys? Even if you do what people tell you to do, they're still gonna hate you. So why does it matter? So once I realized that no matter what I do, it doesn't matter because everybody hates me, that's when I started living the selfish philosophy. Because it doesn't matter. I could sit here and breathe and just be like, and somebody will be like, kill yourself! Garbage! I hate you! Boo! Tomato, tomato! That's why I don't care about anything. I think there is like, what is it called? Like, being apathetic? Isn't that like a belief, actually? Stoicism? Yeah, something like that. Is it stoicism or stoicism? I think it's stoicism is how it's pronounced. Like, and yeah, and it's the fundamental belief of it is like, if you don't care, then it can't affect you. If you don't give it your energy, then it cannot affect you. So that's why I do not give a damn. You cannot give a damn. Do not give a damn. Don't be like a beaver. You can't give a damn. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. Yeah, I was a huge doormat growing up, and I cared too much about what people had to say. And I was 100% the kind of person where if someone, let's say I said, my favorite color is pink, and if they were to say, well, I fucking hate pink, purple is superior, then I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I was that kind of person. But then I realized, like, people who are doormats are like high-key annoying, so I stopped. It's a cross between stoicism and nihilism. Thank you. You know more about it than me. I took one philosophy class and that was it. All the words get confusing to me, to be honest. I'm not very bright. Words are hard. But yeah, you too should do what makes you happy. Don't live a life that serves other people, god damn it. Okay, I was raised in a very hyper-religious family. And yes, I get shit on all the time for not following the same religion as the rest of my family. But do I care? No. It does not matter. When we all die, you know what happens when you die? You die and you turn into, like, forest food, bro. It doesn't matter. You die. Your body dissolves into the ground and animals will feed off of you. It doesn't matter. I'm like the opposite and I'll let them think they're right instead of correcting them. Sometimes I'll do that. But sometimes, like, when I do that, it's only when I'm petty or their argument is so brain dead that I'm not gonna put the energy into correcting them. Excuse me. Yes. Excuse me. You know, I don't want to be reincarnated. When I die, I just want to die. I don't want to go to an isekai unless it's like Final Fantasy 14. Then I'll go. But other than that, I'm okay. But you know, as a VTuber, I feel like I say as a VTuber, but this applies to everybody. But especially as a VTuber, you just can't give a fuck. I see a lot of VTubers who give too many a fucks. And what happens if you give too many a fucks is you get your feelings hurt. That's why you don't give a fuck. Also, as a lay person, that's also why you cannot give a fuck. Because when people, like, how do I explain this? People will abuse your kindness if they tell that you are soft. And it's very easy to tell if somebody's soft. And by the way, having a soft heart to me is not the same as being soft, because you can be a baddie and have a soft heart. North Korea does not exist. You was just playing 14. Well, welcome back to the real world. It sucks, don't it? Welcome back, doo-doo balls. Yeah, I don't know who needed to hear this today, but stop caring. Stop caring about what other people have to say about you. If it's not someone you're directly into contact with, if it's not your friend, if it's not your family member, and they're calling you fat and ugly and stupid, you shouldn't take it to heart unless it's somebody who's close to you calling you fat and ugly and stupid. Because I trust my friends to tell me if I'm fat and ugly and stupid. I do have a very soft heart. I care a lot about the people I love, but at the same time, I don't care about anything else. I like my pets and the people who are close to me, and that's about it. Thank you for coming to my philosophy class. Live a self-serving life. Do what makes you happy. Oh, Love Live. I love Love Live. I love that song. But you'll be a bad bitch. Whatever Aaliyah's interlude said. Be a bad bitch and don't never let these hoes see you down, bitch. That is my philosophy. But yeah, I'm the kind of person where I have gotten to, because my philosophy is very self-serving, I get into a lot of fights with my family because their philosophy is, you know, very religious. And, you know, that's their business. I don't like people who try to change other people's philosophy, because I think at the very core of somebody, you cannot change them unless they want to change. So that's why I don't try to force other people to change. But yeah, I got into an argument with my dad the other day. Because I have a... This isn't really related to philosophy, but maybe more so different in opinion. I have a family member with dementia who I check up on at least once a week just to make sure she's alive. Because my dad is not on very good terms with her. And so, my family member with dementia, she has a roommate who cannot walk. And his caretaker essentially abandoned him, so he hasn't been able to get any stuff from the store. So I said, oh, I'll go to the store for you. We'll all go to the store together. And so I told my dad that I was taking the both of them to the store. And he was like, Mimosa, you can't do that. And I'm like... I can though, it's my car, you can't tell me what to do. And he said, you can't keep being nice to people, they'll abuse your kindness. And I'm like, Dad, this is like earlier this week, by the way. I said, Dad, I won't be around next week because I'm going on a road trip, so I think it'll be okay if I do one last favor for my family member before I go. And I admittedly did have a bit of an attitude with him, because like, why is it bad for me to do good deeds for people who literally can't take care of themselves? He was trying to convince me that I was being manipulated, because I even though I was the one who offered to go out and get groceries for my family member and her roommate, somehow I'm being manipulated even though I offered. And so I think some people have this mindset that, like, people do good deeds because they're being manipulated. Which it makes me feel sad, because I'm like, how much have you been hurt in your life to think where you're being manipulated into doing something for someone else? Yeah, it was 100% projection. So I said, Dad, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. I'm doing something nice for someone else. If you don't like it, then you can cry. And he was like, you have such a shitty attitude. I can't believe you just said that to me. And I'm like, well, I just did. What are you gonna do about it? Because I think that, like, here's what I think. You can dislike somebody, but you can also acknowledge that people have basic human rights, okay? Okay, just because I dislike somebody doesn't mean they have to starve to death. Okay, some people who I really dislike should starve to death. Absolutely. But when somebody has like a neurological problem like dementia, they can't exactly control the things that they do. So I feel like blaming the person with dementia is not really logical. Because yeah, if it was somebody who's all there mentally, then yeah, fine. But dementia does... it ruins people. And she has not been all there in a long time. So... sometimes the difference in beliefs kind of scares me. It's like sometimes I think like I'm doing the right thing, and then I bring it up to my dad and he's like, that's wrong. I think it's the boomer mindset where they believe like you only take care of your family and that's it. But like the thing is, my family member in particular who has dementia is his sister. So I don't know what happened. So yeah, it's weird when you're caught in the middle of like beef between somebody else, but I have another take on this. People who drag you into beef that you have no relation to are just jealous that you don't have beef with the same person. Like why should I, like honestly, like if it's something really serious, like you like, what's a good example? Like you stole their car and they wrecked it. And you don't, you know, yeah, then I wouldn't be friends with them anymore because that's pretty fucked up. But like, if it's just like casual beef where it's like you just don't get along and you expect me to not like them because you don't like them, bro, get a life. That's not my problem. I don't know, but I'm not that girl. If you come to me and you're like, hey, can you stop being friends with this girl? She called me fat in the 5th grade. And they're like in their 20s, get over it. I was called fat like yesterday. I'm fine. You will be okay. But if it's like a girl who like stole your man and like whatever, blah, 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 then fine. I get that. But don't drag me into your beef. Yeah. But it's also hard when sometimes shit turns into a he said, she said, they said kind of situation. I don't do that. I stop listening. I stop listening once it turns into a he said, she said, yeah. Yeah, don't let people pull you down to their level. People of a low vibration will 100% try to pull you down to their level because they have nothing better to do. But I'm also the kind of person where I can separate... I think it's important that we learn to separate shitty behavior from the person, because we're all human beings and we all have the capability of being shitty, but we all have the capability of being good. So I'm the kind of person where I try very hard not to see people as good or bad, but I try to see their behavior as good or bad. So maybe I don't know, maybe that'll help somebody else if somebody else is really struggling with that. Try not to see people in black and white. Because you are also capable of being a piece of shit just as much as the next guy. I know I am. I have definitely had moments in my life where I am not proud of. But the thing about being a human being is that we have the ability to learn. We are the only species who has the actual functioning consciousness, okay? Use it to... use your brain! Use your brain! Are you stupid? Use it. Mimosa judges your character based on your chat history. Don't worry, guys. I don't look through it. I'm too busy. I'm a businesswoman. I'm too busy. Yes, so that is my philosophy. Live a life that you would be happy to have. Try not to see other people in black and white. And try to understand that you can't change other people. If you have a parent, like, trust me, I get it. My parents are old. Very boomer ideals. Trying to change a boomer will not work. Just putting that out there. So, you have 2 options. Actually, maybe there's 3 options. You accept them and just take it with stride, the things that they say, which is what I do. You cut them off, which I've seen some people do, but I will not do that. And the third option is some boomers are actually open to change, but it's very, very slow change. So if you have a parent who they're stubborn, but they're at least willing to change a little bit over time, I think you can work with that. But some old people are like rocks. You cannot mold them. Excuse me. I'm your new mom. Thank you. I will be your mother. Even though I don't know how to change a diaper, but sure. Good thing you're not in diapers. Yeah! It's hard. It's hard. Generational gaps suck. It also sucks when, like, you have people in the same age range as you who was clearly raised by shitty people, so they also have a shitty belief system. But we're all human, I think, is the only thing I can say to that. If you can make it work, you can make it work. And sometimes people in your lives, you know, you can't make it work with them in it, so you snip them out. It's as easy as that. Thank you for coming to my very serious conversation. Okay, now we're out of the trenches. We're not talking about deep stuff anymore. That was a very long philosophy discussion. Thank you for the applause. Thank you. I'm bowing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'd say I'd be here all week, but that's a lie. I will not be here. Well, I was here this week, but I won't be here all next week. Yeah, I was like, when I first figured out I was gonna be on the road for a little bit, I was like, I don't want to starve you guys. So I was like, I'll just stream for 7 days straight. It's fine. And I remember I told a friend, I was like, oh yeah, I'm streaming for 7 days straight. And she was like, are you sure about that? You're gonna get burnt out. And I'm like, bitch, you don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know my story. You don't know where I came from. Yeah, I'm the kind of person, it takes a lot for me to get burnt out. But I have been burnt out, and VTuber burnout sucks. VTuber burnout is one of the worst. And if you haven't experienced burnout yourself, I am glad for you because it sucks. But I don't get the kind of things that burn me out are like for me it's more like the environment that burns me out, and I'm in a good environment, so I don't feel very burnt out. Yeah. But my sorry, I'm scratching my nose. Ugh. My nose is itchy. My spitty cup. Yeah, streaming can be draining. Like the people who can stream 12 hours, you scare me. How do you do that? I can't. I'd have to work up to that, because I know Iron Mouse can do really long streams. And again, I know that's really all she can do. But after like 3 hours, I gotta take a nap after every stream. I get so tired. I get so eepy. I think the longest I've ever streamed was probably like, well, like actually sitting there and entertaining, probably like 12 hours. I've never gone more than 12 hours of straight streaming. Like, yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing too. Like, I could not sit here for 12 hours and talk. I would lose my voice. I would lose my voice. But if I was playing Overwatch for 8 hours straight, I could probably do it. But I would definitely get tired. Yeah. Mimosa. So I'm noticing something weird with my model. It's like, I think it's just bugging out on my end. It's like my body is rotating weirdly. I think it's just a bug with V-Bridger. Anyway. I don't want to be a mom. It scares me. Also, the idea of having my coochie ripped in half terrifies me. And C-sections are very traumatic. Okay, they go in and they cut you open and they take all your intestines out and they put them in a bowl and they cut open your uterus and pop, the baby comes out and then they sew you back up and they don't even put your intestines back in place. They just toss them in there and they find their way back in there. They settle down after a bit of time and I'm like, that's scary. They just figure out where to go? How do they know? Do they have a map? Yeah, it scares me. They snake themselves back in there. Evidently. Like, I'm not a doctor, but that's what I heard. We're easy kids. We're already born. All we need is for you to pick the wasp out of your fig lunches. I would do that. That sounds like fun. It's like a what do you call those things? They have them on TikTok where they're like these little picky pads where if you have like a picking problem with your skin, they sell these pads where they give you like a little stick and you pick out beads from a plastic thingy. A fig is just a picky pad. God, I sound like such a zoomer when I say that. I have a lot of weird stuff on my TikTok store. Like, they're recommending me picky pads. I do have a skin picking problem. It's like a fidget toy for pickers, yeah! You're demanding you need to give me emotional reassurance 24... Ugh. So you're exhausting. It's okay, Meryl. You're doing great. They cut the cooch when you give birth. Ugh. Don't talk about it, my coochie hurts. Picky pads look so weird, but I want to try. Me too. I want one. They also sell... Some of the shops on there will sell reusable picky pads where it's like it's made out of microwavable material so you can microwave it and put the beads back in. Environmentally safe. How cool is that? Literally ripping you a new one. Wait, speaking of a new one, I saw this there's this TikTok thing where it was on the store as well. And this girl was, you know how some people have like butthole diseases and they can't poop out of their ass, so they gotta shit into a bag? Well, they have, I think it's called like an ostomy bag or something. But there's this girl who was selling like sparkly ostomy bags. And I was like, wow, I wish I could shit out of a hole in my intestines so I could shit into a sparkly bag. That sounds nice. So that way, like... And by the way, I heard that when people have like an ostomy bag, when they shit into the bag, even though they're not shitting with their asshole, they're still shitting so you can hear the shit come out. And it sounds like gurgling. Just thought you guys should know. Yeah, I just thought you'd like to know. And apparently it does smell pretty bad because it's poopy, but still. You could DIY an ostomy bag? Okay, I'll just stab myself. Be careful for what you wish for. But think about how convenient it would be to shit into a... Like, shit without your butthole. Think about the convenience of that, because you don't have to buy toilet paper anymore for your butthole. You don't have to have a bidet. You don't have to, like, go through the pains of sitting on a toilet and, like, missing out on fun because you have IBS. You just have to poop into a bag. And I heard what they do is they cut a hole into your stomach and they turn that into your butthole. And then they attach a bag to it so the poop can collect into the bag. Yeah. I think that only happens with people who have to have like their lower rectum removed or something. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor, okay? I don't know, but it also sounds kind of nice sometimes to have like a portable, like, always have a catheter up your dick, because like taking bathroom breaks can be really annoying, especially if you have a small bladder. So think about having one of those permanent catheters that's like stuck up your dick all the time. And I've seen that like they tape the piss bag to your leg. Imagine how that's like a gamer's dream. You don't have to get up to pee or shit anymore. You just pee and shit into a bag. And you don't have to wipe either, is the best part. So I would be interested in having that done, but seeing how catheters go in scares me. No bathroom and a leg warmer. Yeah. It's like one of those portable, like, you know, they sell them at Walmart. It's like those hand warmer things. Yeah, it's like that on your leg. Oh, Lord Jesus, take me now. What are you guys, ableist? You guys never heard of these conditions? I'm here to educate. Imagine how convenient that would be. I saw, like, okay, would you rather that? Or, like, I saw that they were selling, like, a gamer toilet where it's like a gaming chair, but they have the ass cut out, and they put a bucket underneath the ass. So basically, you're basically always sitting on a shit bucket, so you never have to leave your computer. All you have to do is just piss into the bucket. And you don't have to wash your hands because it'll drip dry. Isn't that so cool? I would want one. It's the gamer lifestyle. You guys just wouldn't understand. When you're grinding for your rank, you can't afford to leave and take a bathroom break. I don't know how catheters work for girls. I think it's the same thing, but I think it's shorter. It's like I've seen them before. They're like men's catheters are very long because they have very long urethra thingies, whatever you call them, the lines, the pee holes, whatever. But girls have shorter pee holes, so I think we have shorter catheters. You're Italian and grew up with a bidet. Ugh, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous of you. The gamer stench. I did know a guy many years ago who he had a gamer room, and he would pee into Sprite bottles instead of going to the bathroom. And so he found a bunch of pee Sprite under his bed. Which I have, you know, I've done a lot of fucked up things, but I don't think I've ever... No, that's a lie. I have had a gamer piss bottle before. But it wasn't a bottle, it was a glass. I don't remember how many bottles he had. It was a very, very long time ago. I don't speak to that guy anymore. He was weird. They blow up a balloon in your bladder so you can't pull it out. So that means that's a form of inflation. Interesting. Please don't make a frowny face at me. It makes me feel guilty. The frowny face is one of the emojis that, like, I feel guilt-tripped whenever I see it. I'm like, oh, please stop. I don't want you to be sad. Stop. I feel bad. Is that just me? Does anybody else get guilt-tripped by emojis? I feel so guilt-tripped when I see the frowning emoji. And also the other, I think there's another emoji, like, it depends, which is worse, the first one or the second one. I feel like the second one is worse because it just looks like a blank frown, like just disappointment, and it makes me feel sad. The actual, like, colon parentheses one, though, makes me really sad. What are your thoughts on the concrete emoji? For a long time, I didn't know that meant to be like the Vine boom thing. And so I remember, like, when I first started using TikTok, people kept commenting the Moai emoji. I was like, why? What does that mean? And so for months, I didn't know what that meant. Until I finally looked it up, and it means like the boom, the Vine boom sound. I'm very slow to these things, I think. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. But I feel bad about myself sometimes, but then I remember there was this one girl who thought... It was like, okay, it wasn't a girl, it was like an old woman, who she thought the crying, laughing emoji was like just a crying emoji. And so she made a Facebook post that said, Grandma just died, and she put the crying, laughing emoji. Because she didn't know that's like laughing so hard that you're crying. Which, like, I can see how somebody old would mistake it for that. But, like, I would probably kill myself, honestly. And also, old people who think LOL means lots of love. Like, imagine getting a text from your mom that says, hey, sweetie, Grandpa just died, LOL. I'd be like, why the fuck are you laughing? That's not funny. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm not laughing. I said lots of love. Rip bozo, basically, yeah. Lots of love. It's like people who still use XOXO at the end of their text messages. Like, stop that. Stop it. Yeah, I still use XD, but I have to be careful who I use it in front of, because otherwise I'll get roasted. But don't worry, this is an XD friendly zone here in my stream. It's like those bad PSAs for parents about how teens are texting dirty things in code. I saw those, and they're so stupid, because half the time they're not even right. Like, be so for real. XOXO, lots of hugs and lots of kisses. Grandpa got shot by a robber. Lol, XOXOXOXO. Yeah, I still to this day, I'm still teaching my father internet slang. So every time, usually when I text my dad, I have to speak in like business formal language. My father, he has lived a very weird life, but he always texts in business professional, and it feels so stiff. Delete speak, yeah. Who here still uses Raffle? It depends. I'll use Raffle for people who I know are the same age as me, because I don't think Zoomers know what Raffle means. Because everybody uses Lamau or Lamfao, but nobody says Raffle. We need to bring back Raffle. Because back in the day, everybody used to say Rafflecopter. What happened? Did cringe truly die? Raffle got replaced by Lamau, yeah. Like, these Roblox kids are so lucky, because Roblox, when I used to play it, they used to censor Lamau. You could only say Raffle. I don't know if they're allowed to say... I think they're allowed to say Lamau now, but back in my day, we weren't allowed to even insinuate a cuss word. You speak Russian? Suka bliat. Oh, well, was ancient level incantation. Yes. I used to unironically use OWO. I used to use those before I figured out, like, emojis were a thing. The ancient Czech Jack. They'll never know. They'll never know what we went through. And back in the day when people used to type, like smiley faces, they would use a dash after the colon and before the parentheses to make a little nose. I preferred the... Oh, yeah. I used to use that one. Sometimes I still use the... like, the up symbol with the W. Yeah, dude, every time I see somebody text an emoji with a nose and I'm like, you're old. You're at least 30. There's no way. You're at least 30. I go through old Discord messages sometimes and want to shoot myself in game. Oh. I was one of the people who migrated to Discord very late in life. I used Skype probably up until, I want to say 2016. I was using Skype. Because I did not want to move. I do not do well with change. I don't like learning new software or apps, so I was stuck on Skype for a very long time. I like Skype, and the best part is, like, back in the day, like, on Skype, you could force files to download on somebody else's computer. So it was really easy to, like, jump scare other people and send them viruses and shit. I miss Skype so much. What the fuck is netlog? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I used to use AIM, like AIM, MSN. I don't think I ever used netlog. I used AIM, MSN, Yahoo Messenger, Skype, the IRC chats, if anybody remembers what those are. I got IP banned from a Toontown IRC. I don't remember what I did. I think I called somebody a bitch. Yeah, Discord, honestly, I haven't been on Skype in a long time. I wonder if they've made any decent changes. Yeah. Event. Susibaka? Oh, I'm looking this up. Netscape? Wait, that sounds familiar. Wait, hold on. Oh! Oh, I never used Netscape. I was not, when was it released? I used AIM. I was an aimer. 1994 to 2008. Goddamn. No, I did not use Netscape. Yeah, Yahoo Messenger was so cool because you could customize your avatar. It was like Gaia Online. I've never used Vent. What? We're in a different day and age. Yeah, I think Gaia Online's still a thing. I had to hide that game from my parents because there were some problems on that website. So I'm checking. Gaia Online. It's still a thing. It's still a thing. Wow. I never got into MapleStory because my computer as a child could not handle it. But I was a Club Penguiner and a Toontown player. And Roblox. I played Roblox too. But my big sister, one of my big sisters, she used to just this is so like female getting groomed core, but she would go on like the Yahoo Messenger boards to find boyfriends. And it worked. She is a married woman. She found her man on the Yahoo Messenger forums or whatever it was called back in the day. I don't remember what it was called. It was so forever ago. It's my sister who actually I have two sisters who met their man online. The youngest oldest sister and the second oldest. Not very good examples getting groomed in the 90s. Good God. That's sketch as hell, but she's the 5% that doesn't end in murder. Yeah. I used to do stuff like that too. I remember back in the day, the forums used to be more of a thing. And I would go on forums. And they used to have forums for kids, like, but they'd say you had to be over 13 because of the law or whatever. But I'd always pretend I was at least 13, and I would go on there, and I'd give out my phone number. And I was like, hi, I'm lonely, call me. And thankfully, nobody ever called, but my mom caught me giving out my phone number. It wasn't my phone number, it was the house number. It was the landline. I gave out the landline, and she figured out I was leaking our phone number on online forums. And growing up, I was not allowed to chat with other people online, but I did it anyway. And my mom found out, and she was like, you have to tell your father. And I'm like, no. Tell your father. No. And we got in an argument, and luckily my father never figured out, but I was very scared. Yeah, the thing is, I used to lie about my age before I hit 13, but they always knew I was under 13 because I was stupid. So I would always get, my accounts would always get nuked because they just somehow knew based off the patterns on the account that I was like no older than like 10. And so back in the good old days of Neopets, if you were under 13 and you wanted to chat with other users, you'd have to have your parents sign a literal permission slip and fax it or mail it. And I remember, I don't know how I convinced my father into signing it, but he signed it and we mailed it to Neopets. And it took them like 2 weeks to get the fucking mail because they didn't have a fax machine. And then basically what they do is they just give you perms to chat, because back then, if you're under 13, you're not allowed to chat. I don't know if that's still a thing, though. I would always scroll towards the bottom and pick my birth years, like 1680. I still do that. The thing is, like, every time I try to look at a mature game on Steam, they're like, verify your age. So I scroll all the way to the bottom and I tell them I'm like 110. And they're like, okay, you can view the game now. Are fax machines still a thing? I think so. I have one, but I haven't used it in a long time. But it's one of those, it's like one of those like 3-in-1 where it's a copier, a printer, and a faxer. Count Dracula. Because it's so much effort to actually put in your actual birth date. Like, it's too much effort, so I just scroll all the way down and I put my ages like I was born in the 1900s. And I'm sure that they could tell I'm not that old, but they don't actually verify it. They don't have time for that. But apparently, did you guys hear about the Helldivers shit or whatever that is? I don't go there, but I saw everybody's really upset about that. So I think it's they're making you sign up for a PlayStation account to keep playing, but I think in a lot of countries you can't sign up for them or something. I don't know. It's something like that. Oh, I'm itchy. Excuse me. You have to verify with ID or face recognition. What? That feels like a breach of privacy. Don't you guys have phones? Wait, I hate nowadays signing up for new social media because they won't let you sign up without a phone number. Because I've used the same phone number for like at least a decade, and so I can't sign up for any more new accounts. Fuck you. Yeah, that's bullshit. I don't go there, but I feel bad for the people who are playing that game. But I wish I had I want to play the Stellar Blade thing. The one with the girl with the booty and the really long legs. I want to play it, but I think it's like PlayStation only. I have a PS. I think it's a PS4, I think. But I don't use it because I don't know how to console game. I'm a mouse and keyboard gamer for life. Yeah, a friend gave it to me many years ago as a Christmas present. And I did use it, so it's not like I just like it's not like it gathered dust or anything, but I struggle with using controllers. So I prefer to not use controllers. I can never remember where the buttons are. Cuz growing up, I wasn't allowed to have any consoles. And the reason I was able to use a computer is because we needed one. So that's why. That's why I'm a mouse and keyboard gamer for life. I've never used the Xbox in my life. And the first time I used the PlayStation was when I was an adult, at least. I had a very sad childhood. I had a very sad childhood. I remember growing up, I used to beg my parents to buy me some sort of console because none of my friends liked coming over to my house. I was like, please, I want a Wii. Give me like a GameCube, SNES something. And my parents, they always said no. So my house was not the house of choice for my friends to come over to because we only had a computer. Big Elsa makes fun of me for playing Monster Hunter on mouse and keyboard. I would too. Fuck him. Fuck you. Manhunt on mouse and keyboard is based. Fuck you. Yeah, it was a very sad childhood. I was also not allowed to get into Harry Potter. But it wasn't... I asked my dad recently, and I was like, how come you didn't let me get into Harry Potter? And he told me he didn't want me to turn into one of those weird goth kids. So I was like, oh, it wasn't even religious. It's the fact you don't want me to be goth. Okay. That feels like weird, but okay. You're based. Your mouse and keyboard is based. I wouldn't say I'm goth, but I was a former scene kid. All the kids dressing like Snape. It's my last stream. It's true. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's been a short, like, month and a half, but I gotta go. I gotta die. I'm finally dying. No, I just have stuff to do. I'm just a busy woman. She got pregnante! Pregnante! Are you pregnante? Don't worry, guys. If I was pregnante, I would let you know. I am not pregnante. I will update you. How about this? I will update you every month if I'm pregnante. I am not pregnante. Where do I want my ashes to be spread? Okay. I don't want to have ashes. I just want to be buried in the ground and I want the animals to eat me. But if I do have to be burnt, I would like them to be spread. On a field of strawberries. What would you like to be in your obituary? Please, can you... Okay, my biggest pet peeve about obituaries is when they don't give you the cause of death because I'm nosy. So be sure... I don't care where you put in it, but be sure to put in my cause of death. Because sometimes I get bored and I look up obituaries in, like, random cities, and half of them don't say what they fucking died of. Like, I want to know, did you die in a freak accident? Did you have cancer? Was it dementia? Was it suicide? I want to know. I'm nosy. Menstrual cycle updates on the weekly. I don't have one. Shocker! I don't have one. I don't have one. It's complicated. It's really complicated. Yeah, I guess like it's like the family wants some privacy, but honestly, fuck your privacy. I don't give a shit. Tell me how your son died right now. Right now. Graphic detail. I want to know how he passed. Yeah, I'm that person. I like to know how people died in graphic detail. It's just interesting to me, okay? I know it's traumatic to you, but I don't care. How did he die? Squid Game. Bum 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 bum. How private could they want it if they put it in the paper to begin with? I have seen obituaries where they're like... Excuse me. I have seen obituaries where they're like, oh, Linda, born 1961, passed away 2024, and they don't give any detail. That's how you know they fucking hated that bitch. If you ever have an obituary for somebody who has no detail about how they died, who loved them, and who their survivors are, their family fucking hated their guts. They were a piece of shit. That's how you know. I don't want to die of explosive diarrhea. If anything, if I could choose a death, I'd like to die of accidentally cutting an artery, because that way you bleed out fast, and when you bleed out fast, you pass out, and when you pass out, a blood loss, you die. So that's how I would like to die. I know he died 3 days ago. How did he die? No, stop crying and telling me. That's literally how I feel. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn that your father just died. How did he die? Is it a freak tractor accident? Did he get caught in a meat grinder? That's so scary. There's those videos on TikToks like reenacting how people die in like warehouses. And it's always the most stupid deaths. Like somebody has their head where it shouldn't be and it gets cut off. Like who would have thought? You have your head you have your head underneath a grinder and then it gets cut off. Wow. stupid. I figure when I get old, I'll just go ahead and trip balls into another dimension. That's not a bad way to go. Yeah, that's a good idea. Pop a bunch of pills and get high before you die. Stop being selfish and get over your trauma and tell me. Literally, I want to know. Literally, I'm so nosy. I had a family member who passed away a couple years ago. And we all knew how she died, but nobody would tell specifically exactly 100% what killed her. And so I got tired and I went ahead and I asked the family how she died. And yeah, I'm a nosy person. I'm a piece of shit. But at least I waited a few years for them to tell me. You know, at least I had that courtesy. My dad told me a story of someone at the quarry getting stuck in the crusher and lived long enough to say goodbye to his wife. That's so sad. Wait, no. Something happened. Something similar actually did happen to my father, but with one of his friends. It was a freak accident. It was actually really fucked up, so I won't go into details. But basically, my father watched his best friend die. Maybe that's why my dad has problems. Sorry, Dad. I love you. Sorry, Dad. I don't mean to air your trauma out on the internet, but it's okay. We're all sharing. But disturbingly enough, I don't think that's the worst my father has been through. My dad is a trooper. He scares me. Yeah. But yeah, when I die, I want everybody to know exactly how I died, what position I died in, and, you know, fuck it. Do a toxicology and release that to the public. I want them to know. If I was on meth, I'm gonna own it. Which I have never done meth, by the way, but I understand dire situations they call for dire, what's the word? What's the phrase? You know, desperate times call for desperate measures, yes. That is my belief. When I die, that'll be my face reveal. Died of overdose and downward dog. Oh god, a family friend died in a sauna. That's horrible. That's scary. I'm actually scared of dying in a sauna because it gets so hot. You could probably get dehydrated and pass out and die. That is very weird. Sir, the only thing we found in Mimosa's toxicology report was meth and queso. She was injecting straight cheese into her veins. It's so good, I probably would. Yeah. My mouth is so dry, what the heck? Anyway, enough about talking about traumatic deaths and traumatizing everybody in the chat. When I feel old, Mimosa died from OD on swag. Oh god. Do people even say that word anymore? Drink water. Okay. Only because you said nicely. Thank you. Okay. But okay, we'll change the topic. Sorry, I didn't mean to traumatize you guys. It's just I don't get bothered easily by most things, so I just kind of say whatever. Like the other day, wait, I can't say this out loud. Wait, never mind. I can't say that out loud. Oh, I wish I could tell you, but I can't tell you the full story, but I found a really fucked up GIF and I sent it in the NSFW staff chat. And the only person who looked at it was Meryl. I wish I could tell you. The title of the GIF was really foul. I don't know if I can say it, but it was disgusting.
I find very interesting GIFs on Google and I send them sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, enough about fucked up shit. I don't know if it's a word I can say on YouTube. Like, I don't know if you get flagged for saying it. Let me double check. I don't know if it's one of those words. What words can I say on YouTube? A list of YouTube demonetized words. Oh boy. Let's see how long this list is. I'm looking. Okay, the word is okay to say. But if I say it out loud, I don't think I can say it. It was the title of the GIF. I don't want to say it. Is there like a censor? Is there like a censor button I can use where it says bleep? The title of the GIF was monkey raping a goat. So, like, yeah. I'm not gonna say that word ever again. No, I did not Google that. I did not Google that. It was the title of the GIF. I was looking up for GIFs and that was the title of the GIF. And yeah, surprisingly that word is actually okay on YouTube. I don't know. But a word that you can't say on YouTube is... You can't say squirt? Oh, I just said it. You can't say mating? Why? Oh no, I'm gonna... Wait, now I know all the words I can and can't say. Oh wait, that word is demonetized. Oh well, fuck it already. Oh, fuck it already. I just said it. Oh. Should we have... Well, I'm not monetized yet, so... 9/11. Free the nipple. What else is on here? Abortion. Abuse. Abuse is a bad word. You can't say that. Accused. You can't say accused. Adolescent. Why? That's not inherently a bad word. You can't say AIDS. You can't say Al-Qaeda. You can't say allegation. You get demonetized. You can say amphetamines, but you can't say... Okay. You can't say anal. And by the way, these aren't bannable, but they are demonetizable, so... But I'm not monetized, so... You can't say anorexia nervosa. You can't say Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain. What did he do? Wait, did he do something really bad? Wait, now I'm curious. Am I missing something? Let me look it up really quick. Anthony Bourdain allegations. Okay, yeah, there was some... He was convicted of a misdemeanor, but, like, that's not what I was expecting. I don't know why. You can't say anus, and some of these words I have to skip, by the way. You can't say apparent. Arse. You can't say Asians. Why can't you say Asians? Why is Asians demonetized? I'm looking at... This is not a real list. I'm looking at this YouTube demonetization words list. You can't say ass, assaulted... Okay, I'm just gonna read off all the words you can't say. Sorry if I say something I shouldn't. Assaulted, ass fuck, ass fucker, asshole, assholes, assisted, ass lick. Attacked, anti, you can't say anti. Ball licking and ball sucking is off the list. Bang bros, bang bus, banged. Barely legal. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Is this a bad word? Bastinado? Sorry if I just said a slur. BDSM, bestiality. That's fair. Betting? Big tits. Big tits is demonetized. Binge. Bitch and bitches. Blacks. Bladder cancer. Blonde. Blowjob. Bliat. Boku no Pico. Bondage and boner. Boob, boobies, and boobs. Boobs with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 O's. Banned. But what is bosomy? 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 Bra. Brazzers. Breast cancer and breast. Okay, that's actually kind of fucked up. Like, because what if you make a video educating people on breast cancer? You get demonetized for that? You can't say brunette, bucetta, bukkake, bulimia, bullshit, bullying, busty, butt fuck, busty, butt fuck, butthole, butt sex. You can't say cock, cunt. Okay. You can't say cam girl, camel toe. Cancer, cannabis, cannabutter. I'm gonna get on a shit list after this. Caught, censored, centers. You can't say Chester Bennington. Chingada madre. You can't. Oh, I can't say that. That's a slur. It's a C slur. I think that's a. You can't say Cialis. You can't say cleavage. You can't say clit licking, clitoris, or clits. Clusterfuck. Cocaine. Cock, cockhead, cockfucker. There's so many cocks. Cocksucked, cocksucker, cocksuckers, cocksucking. I'm gonna say all the banned words. Columbine. We're unlistening this stream, by the way, so save it. Condom, condoms. Consequences is a banned word. It's demonetized. Can't say consequences is demonetized. You can't imply there are consequences to your actions. Convicted. Coom, coomer, coronavirus. Whoa. You can't say club penguin. Crack whore. Oh wait, that's not club penguin. Oh. You can't say crimes. Can't say cruel. Well, let me see if there's any Z words. What is a Zulu? What is a Zulu? Hold on, did I just say a slur? Hold on. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a group of people. How is that a bad word? Why is that why is that demonetized? If they're just if they're a tribe, isn't that rude? Let's see. Why are they banning completely normal words like XXX Temptation? Is that how you pronounce his name? Tentacion? What is... Okay, some of these words I don't know. I think they're... Okay, there's some words on here that I don't think anybody would... They're like a combination of words that I don't think anybody would say, but they've banned combinations of words. The X-bomb. What is that? You can't say witnesses. Because everybody knows there's no such thing as witnesses. They do not exist. What is, Okay, those words is fine. I won't say those words. That's fine. You can't say weed or wedgies. Watch free! Guys, okay, I'm gonna say a whole bunch of buzzwords. I gotta bring the bots in. Watch free online. X videos, big boobies. XXX. Wedgie vomit vor. Voter fraud. You can't say any of these words. Virginia Tech shooting. Victim. Why can't you say these things? Why? This is like silencing. You can't say Viagra. I'm gonna say it. Viagra. V-Bucks. You can't say V-Bucks. Vape. I love my vape. I have vaginal thrush. I have a vacuum. Yes, vacuum is demonetized. Upskirt. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Some of these words don't make any sense. You can't say... Why can't you say vacuum? What's bad about the word vacuum? Is that like a secret word for like... Why is vacuum demonetized? Why? I don't know why. I tried to find out why it's demonetized. It does not say. Vacuums suck. Oh, maybe that's why. Or maybe it's like one of those like fetish content where it's like it's not inherently bad, but it's like a video of like a girl vacuuming. It's like fetish content. You can't say twerking. Tumor. That's so weird. I didn't know. I think this has to be a fake list. It has to be fake. I don't think it's real. Maybe it's like one of those things where somebody just said a bunch of words, and if they get flagged for them, then they pretend like it's demonetizable words. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I guess we'll see when we get monetized. I think a lot of us are getting close to getting monetized, so... I think maybe during summer, all of us will be monetized. So maybe this is a sign. We gotta think about words we can't say. Because if I can't say big booty Latinas, oil twerking, vacuums, and what else did they say I can't say? Vaping? And I can't say cocksucking. I'm gonna have to start censoring myself. I don't like this. Twitch, help me. Twitch, save me. Twitch, save me. That's okay. Is this what it's like to be like actually do stuff on this platform? Because on Twitch you can say anything. You could say penis, balls, pussy, twerking, oil twerking, big booty twerking Latinas, and they don't care. Oh, but on Twitch though, if you do have like an even remotely suggestive emote, they will ban you. Even if it's not even sexual, they're like, oh, this could be interpreted as sex, so we will take it down. Bye. Yeah, I'd be really upset if my emotes... I don't know how YouTube is with the emotes thing, but my emotes are very precious to me. A really good friend of mine drew my emotes for me. And if I can't use those emotes, then I'd rather have death! I'd rather die! My friend. My friend. And she did such a good job on those emotes too. But my membership badges, I haven't showed those to you guys. But they're really cute. They're very cute. My Kamiyoshi has a butt emoji that YouTube keeps removing. Hey! That's mean. Why do they keep taking down the butt emoji? Don't touch my ass. Leave it alone. I haven't seen my membership badges in a while. Because I figured I wouldn't use them for a while. But they're very cute and they're very me, is what you need to know.
Yes.
Okay, we'll stop talking about risky things now. Okay, the next thing on my list is my VTuber inspirations. I look up to so many of them. I feel like every VTuber you're able to look up to them in at least one way. But the ones who influenced me the most were probably like... Okay, in the very, very beginning, it was Hollow Myth. Because that was my first exposure to the English VTubing. So like Gura. Gura's very inspiring. I feel like her story is very interesting. Especially her audition story. Her audition story was very, very interesting to me. Where basically she sat there with her phone in her hand and she saw the audition notice and she was like, I want to take this, but should I take it? I think I might be recalling her story wrong, but I think it was her mom who encouraged her to take the audition or something, or a friend or something. I don't remember. But she took the audition and didn't think anything of it. But she got in, and I feel like that's really inspiring. But Iron Mouse is my Oshi. My Kami Oshi. I really admire her. Like, I know when Iron Mouse is approached with her strength, she just says stuff like, oh, I didn't have a choice. What choice did I have? But, like, the adversity that girl had to face to get to where she is very inspiring. And I think Iron Mouse's story is, like... She has a story that even though she has, like, the worst hand dealt, I feel like anybody can relate to her story in some way. Like, you don't have to have a serious illness of her, like hers, sorry, to really understand what it's like to feel like you have no options left in your life. You know, if you've ever been depressed, I'm sure it's a very similar feeling to how she felt. And Chibidoki, her story is really cool because she was just a normal girl who started streaming for fun, and then she got popular. And, you know, indies who get popular is really cool because, like, basically, you know, they do everything on their own. They don't have a brand to back them up. So Chibidoki is very inspiring. But Fallen Shadow, Shando, her voice acting she's so talented. And I also, you know, she struggles with mental illness, which felt. So I really look up to her. I think she's a very interesting person. She's very, very sweet. And I hope Shando is doing better as of late, because I know she hasn't been doing very well. But she's very talented at what she does. I really like Shando. Yeah. And Shando is also one of those indies who grinded for a long time before she got noticed. Because I think at first she was just a voice actor, like a ASMR voice actress. And then I think she branched into VTubing after that. So she's really cool. But yeah, I am partial to Gura. Because she was my first, like, English corporate exposure to VTubing, you know? And Gura, the thing is, everything she does, it feels very calculated. Like, I think people look at her and they probably think she's stupid, but she's very smart. I love being crazy. I can't be normal. It makes my skin itch. Yeah, Gura is my myth Oshi, but if you made me choose what is it still called Council? I think they call it Council no, they call it Promise. I like Crony. Blue Supremacy. Now I've noticed that there's not a lot of VTubers who have white as their image color. Why? White is beautiful. It's a beautiful color. It's like a blank palette. You can do everything. You can do anything you want with white. Yeah, it's called Promise because I think they merged. They merged the Iris with the Council. I think, right? How does that work? I don't know. Yeah, I have Crony on my PC. Who else? It's Crony, Chibidaki, and Aramouse. Chibiduki. Yeah. I would like one of those custom VTuber PCs. I want the Crony one. That one's really cool. Bussy. Yeah. I don't know. Blue is like, it's not my favorite color, but for some reason, blue VTubers always go the hardest. Blue. Yeah, even though I pick favorites, like, we all have our favorites, but I respect all the Hollow Girls. I think all of them are good and great people in their own way. But yeah, my problem is I can't seem to get into male VTubers, which I think is a common feeling shared amongst VTuber fans. No, and it's not because, like, I hate dudes or anything, it's just I'm gay. And I prefer watching girls because it makes me feel like I have a chance. Like, oh, this girl, I can chat in her, I can comment in her chat and she reads my messages and she wants me. Yeah, I'm definitely the weird viewer in the girls' chats. I am very not, yeah. Yeah, I have to make it clear that I am a girl because I'm not weird, okay? It's not sexual harassment isn't sexual harassment if you're a girl. Right? That's how it works. Yeah. But I mainly lurk. I get very flustered when people read my comments, so like there was a few times Chibidoki read my comments out loud and I was like, oh, she acknowledged me. She acknowledged me, she read my comment. Yeah, it's like a high. It's like getting high. Yeah. But I respect the Tempest dudes. It's just not it's not for me, you know? Not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. Ugh. When Mimosa Shirosaki reads my messages. Oh! I try to read all of them when I can. Yeah, I like cute anime girls doing cute anime girl things, like screaming in the microphone, yeah. That's very cute. Yeah. But you know, I'll dabble in other agencies. Like I've been watching VNU since the very beginning. I was there. I was a VNU day one fan. Not a lot of people know that. So I am a stalker. I mean, a longtime fan of VNU. Phase Connect. I didn't really get into Phase Connect until like last year, which is like I feel like I got on the bandwagon really late. Yeah, I like the AN girls. They're all weird in their own way. And I've been trying to keep up with the Nexus VTubers, but there's so many of them, it's kind of hard to keep up with, so I'm kind of taking my time with that. Yeah, there's a lot of other corporations in the scene. It's really hard to keep up with. But I get excited when I see new corpos because it's like, ha! I am going to make you my friend. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, I like V Reverie. I like the girls. Okay, I'm biased and I mainly stick to Lulu, but I've been well, I can't. Okay, here's the thing. I don't have the app, so I have to watch it through like a stream or I have to see clips. But Lulu, and I also like Nox. I think Nox is a cutie. Yeah, I added the Analive app. I was like, please give me a code. Please let me in. Please let me in. Please let me in. Please let me in. I was like, maybe nepotism will work, but it didn't work. It's probably because they don't know who I am. You don't know who I am. I'm famous. Yeah, I know a lot of people found us through Marrow, and she debuted late. Which honestly, I think it was a blessing in disguise that happened. Sorry, my face is really itchy. Ugh. Because I felt like it opened the door again for like new viewers to find us. Because a lot of things with that was out of our control. It's not really my place to talk about it, so I won't talk about it because I feel like it's not my, not my lane to talk about. But that whole entire situation was out of our control. But I think looking back on it, it was very, I think it was a good thing. Yeah. I think it was a good thing she debuted late. Yeah, because everybody is excited for debuts no matter what. And so when they see, oh, she's a corpo. She's a corpo girly. Oh, we gotta go check out our gym mates. It worked in our favor. Yeah, she's a morning girl. Ugh. That's what I have to say about morning people. Gross. Hate it. Yeah, somebody in the staff was like, Mimosa, why don't you do like an early morning stream? And I was like, middle finger. I'm not streaming that early. I would rather die. Yeah, Ray is a good girl. She's very dumb though. Like, respectfully. She's stupid. But I love her. Nexus had a delayed debut. Oh yeah, I saw that. I think they were having like technical problems. Doo-doo. Hate when that happens, but what can you do? Technical problems are like... It's like your period. Sometimes you don't know when it's gonna hit, but when it does hit, you can't stop it. Yeah, she's stupid, but she's cute, yeah. She just doesn't have any thoughts, I think. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Because, like, she'll say stuff, but I don't think she knows what she's saying, you know what I mean? Periods are one big tech issue. Yes, thank you. Thank you for understanding. Yeah. And Rain scares me, but, like, in a sweet way. It's just, like, she always knows when something's happening to me. Like, a few weeks ago, I had a panic attack, and I'm not the kind of person that walks around and tells people, hey, I'm having a panic attack. But somehow Rain knew, and she called me, and I was, like, sobbing. I was like, I just could not speak. I was just sobbing nonstop, but she consoled me. And I had no clue how she knew I was having one, but she just did. And she was like, hey, love, I know you're having a hard time. Just wanted to check on you. And I was like, I was like sobbing really loud. But yeah, she actually is psychic. She knows stuff that we don't, for sure. She knows things. Rawr. But she knows my personality now. And I'm like a cat where if I'm in mental distress, I pull away. So I don't know if you guys own any cats, but usually when a cat is in any sort of distress, they run away and they hide. And that's what I do when I'm in any sort of distress. I run away and I hide. And so I think what happens is when Rain notices I'm not around and things are suspiciously quiet, she knows something is happening. She's like, wait, Mimosa's not being annoying in Jin chat. I gotta go check on her. Yeah, and, she's a very busy woman, It's probably hard to keep track of all of us and check in on us, but she does, and she's a very lovely woman. Very mature. And it's nice to have somebody who's older than you. Because sometimes, they say your brain your frontal lobe isn't fully developed until you're 25. I feel like I feel like it depends. You know, I feel like my frontal lobe won't be fully developed until I'm 40, so I need somebody who's over 40 to help me. Thank you, Rain. She's very gap moe because she's a very emotionally mature person, but she knows jack shit about computers. Your cat peed on you? That's sad. And cat pee really stinks though, is the worst part. It lingers. The ammonia lingers. Yeah, Rain Love. She is my lover. If I could have sex with anyone, I would have sex with Rain. Don't tell her I said that. I don't think she likes me like that. I don't want to be rejected. I don't do well with rejection. Don't tell her. Thank you. It's just, she'll never know. She'll never know. It's like that one... There's always that one female Disney character who's like secretly a lesbian. But like the show can't say that she's gay, so they just imply that she's gay. That's me. If she's a psychic, she already knows. Well, I also did say it out loud to her face on multiple occasions that I would like to... yes. I would like to, yes. I would like to, yes. I would. They were roommates. She would not want me as her roommate, because the other day she said one of her biggest pet peeves is people leaving dirty dishes in the sink without washing them. I sent her a picture of my nightstand and she nearly vomited. I didn't even show her the full scope of my room. I have plates everywhere. Cups that are like months old just sitting there. We would not be good roommates. She would kick me out so fast. I am filthy. I am filth. Yes, months. Rot maxing. Yes. I have pizza that's been sitting on my dresser for the last 2 weeks that I have not moved because I don't care. I don't care enough to throw it out. And yes, it stinks. It smells really bad. Yeah, I showed everybody a picture of my nightstand and I was like, here's the picture, take what y'all want. And Rhea took the Advil that was sitting on my nightstand. Asmonas. That's literally what my room looks like. But at least I don't have blood on my walls. That's the one thing I do not have. But I do wipe my boogers on my bed frame. As long as it's confined to your room, I don't give a fuck. Thank you. Thank you for accepting me the way I am. I just don't like cleaning. It feels like a chore. And I know, the thing is, I know that when I clean, it makes me feel better. But I don't care. Why the bed frame? Because I don't eat my boogers. They taste weird. I just wipe them on my bed frame. I wipe them on my bed frame and sometimes on the back of the bed, like the headrest thing for my bed. And I used to wipe my boogers on my car, but I had to stop doing that. I don't know why I do the things that I do. I just do. I don't like cleaning. What made you stop? My dad caught me doing it. He yelled at me. And I was really embarrassed, so I never did it again. Yeah, and the mechanic, yeah, that's even worse. Imagine detailing boogers off of a girl's car seat. I deep cleaned my car for the first time since I bought it. Like last week. I had to have 3 other people helped me. It was that bad. And there's like a... I never told this story, but I did projectile vomit off out of the window one time, but I missed. So there is like a vomit stain on the driver's side window from when I projectile vomited many years ago. And it's just sitting there. Oh, my model's stroking out. Oh God, help! Ah! It's the voices taking over. I don't know why V-Bridger does this. It like lags out. I need a new phone so bad. On my throat, by the way. Oh, let me restart it. Don't mind the flashbang. Holy crap. The stench. I'm back. It's like my phone, I think it's because my phone starts overheating and then it's like it starts lagging. I don't know. I gotta burp. Yeah. But I don't know. Like, I think I just don't care. You know what I mean? Because... Oh, my head is so itchy. Because if I cared, why would I wipe my boogers on my car seat? My tummy's growling. I want cheese fries. Cheese fries. No, I want poutine. I'm gonna go to Canada for my road trip, I've decided. I'm changing destinations. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I do... Okay, I'm sure people are curious about this because you guys have eyes. I feel like I'm very socially awkward with people I don't know. Which is why I have not pursued collabs outside of Yume yet. Because I feel very awkward. And it's nothing personal. It's not that, like, it's not... And it's also, I also want to clarify, it's not that management is sitting here and telling me I can't. It's nothing like that. I really struggle with, I really struggle with making bonds with new people. And it's not that I hate meeting new people, it's just I feel very awkward. And so, I will be doing collabs with, like, non-Yume plus people. But it will take me a while to get the courage to do so. I'm very... Like, I know outwardly I seem very extroverted, but I have one brain cell. And I'm not very good at befriending people. So, yeah. If anyone was curious, that's why. I'm just awkward. But I'm working on it. If I could pick anyone to collaborate with, honestly, I would drag one of the VNU girls on here. I want to drag Kokone into here, but I'm scared I'm gonna scare her off. I don't want to freak her out. But honestly, if anyone likes me and they want to collab with me, if they just give me like a week to get to know them, I'm like a cat. Like, you know when you first adopt a cat, they want nothing to do with you and it just takes a while for them to come around? That's how I am. I'm like a cat. I'm very slow paced, yeah. So, it will happen. I'm just... super shy, just wait a minute. Sorry, that's playing on my headset. I am super shy. The car boogers, don't tell her, please! Ugh. Don't tell her. Yeah, I want Iron Mouse. My dream collaboration with Iron Mouse. I want to sing with that woman. Let me sing with you, baby. I'm not a cat, I'm a fox. I would make a fox sound, but I don't know what we say. Squeak. Squeak, bitch. Squeak. They sound like... I don't know how to make the sound. That's what a fox sounds like, I've decided. I have decided. If they don't sound like that, then it's not a real fox. What does a fox say? Gring ting 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 ting. But yeah, oh yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people have noticed I haven't collabed with Rain yet. It's because our schedules aren't scheduling the way I would like for them to schedule. But I'll give you a little surprise next week. Okay. Don't tell anybody I said that. Yeah. I'm not telling you what we're doing though. You will never know until the day it happens. Yeah. I still remember when like I'm very socially awkward, and I still remember when all the contracts were finalized and we were all in Yume. It took me probably like a solid 3 months to feel like, oh, this is real. I'm gonna be spending a long time with these girls. And so honestly, there was a period of time where, I'm gonna say for about a month, I didn't say anything in the staff chat because I was so nervous. I was like, I don't know what to say. So I stopped talking for a while, and I was like, I need to contribute. So I got over my shyness, and thankfully things ended up being okay. But yeah, for a solid like 3 months, it was really fucking awkward. Very, very awkward. Not because of them, but because of me. I overthink things a lot. And it's not that I think that they hate me, because I don't really think about things like that. But it's more like I feel like I recognize that I'm not, I don't know how to say it. Like, I recognize I'm different, but like not in a cute way. And I know that other people can see that. And I get worried that affects my friendships. Yeah, and now I send them gifts of monkeys having sex with goats. Yes. As I should. Yeah, it's just so weird. I don't understand my own personality, because it's like, I'm very loud when I'm on my own. But I suck in groups of people. And I'm also very clumsy. I did, a few years ago, it wasn't a bad concussion, but I got a concussion from a kiddie slide. A coworker invited me to like a pool park or whatever it's called, like a water park. And they had a bunch of slides, but they were for kids. Oh, excuse me, sorry. That was a weird hiccup. What the hell was that sound? I don't know why I came out like that, but anyway. I decided to go on the kiddie slides. And, you know, of course they have the guy that sits there and like... He's like the chat mod of like the slide, and he tells you when you can slide down the slide. So I was waiting for him to give me the signal. The guy gives me the signal, and I fling myself down the slide, and I basically got whiplash. I flung myself so hard I got whiplash, and I fell in the water, and the actual whiplash gave me a concussion. It wasn't like a serious concussion. I didn't have like memory loss or like a brain bleed or anything, but I remember for the first week or so, I felt like my thinking was distorted. I felt like it felt very foggy. And of course, there's nothing they can do for a concussion unless you have like other problems with it. Because the concussion is basically, think of it like this. It's basically when your brain bounces around in your skull and it gets a little bruisey woozy. What can you do for a bruisey woozy? You rest. And you put ice on it. So that's what I did. Yeah, I have a very thick... I'm very thick. but like not in a sexy way. Wait, no. I mean like I have a very thick outer coating, you know what I mean? I have a thick shell. Okay? Okay, people in my membership, not my membership chat, we don't have memberships yet, and people in my fan chat are like, oh, Mimosa's so gap moe. No! It's just the girl failure. Built like the number 8. God, I wish. I wanna look like Kim Kardashian. I want a BBL. I want a BBL, but did you guys know you're more likely to die from a BBL than any other cosmetic procedure? Fun fact! You can't think with a concussion. I got my concussion right before college orientation, so yeah, that was awkward. Because the college I went to at the time, if you didn't go to orientation, they would lock you out of registration for the rest of the semester. I was like, please, I had a concussion. Don't hurt me. And they're like, oh, we're sorry. Just get it done soon. I feel like I'm not gap moe. I just feel like I'm stupid. I feel like there's a difference between like girls like Rain. She's very obviously gap moe because she's dumb, but like it fits because she's emotionally very smart, but you put that girl in front of a computer, she does not know what she's doing. She did not know what Control C was. What that does. I was trying to help her the other day with some tech stuff. I was like, Control C, and she's like, She does it the manual way. She does the she does the right click copy and then right click paste, which is fine, but Control C and Control V, you know? She has pon. What does pon mean? Pon? Like pom pom way 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 pom pom way pom pom like that. Is she sexy? She may as well be. She is an old woman. She is my grandmother. She is clumsy. Oh yes. But like I feel like she's clumsy in a different way, you know? Is that a Kyari Pomyu reference? Yes. Revolutionary. Think she's used to Max. Oh yeah, I think she said that. Which I remember when I got my first MacBook. It took me so long to learn how to use it. And because I was using it during the entirety of college, I forgot how to use on Windows for a while. So when I finally went back to Windows, I couldn't remember how to do anything. But it came back to me, but for a day or two I was like, I don't know how to do anything anymore. But the great thing about Macs is like, okay, let me just start this out by saying I don't endorse stealing, okay? Because I have to say that. But the good thing about Macs is that they're really hard to get a virus on. Same with iPhones. Any Apple software, very hard to get a virus on unless you deliberately let it in, which you have to be stupid, okay? But I would use my MacBook to watch pirated you know, like not like the bad kind of pirate, but like the you know, the cute funny, you know? I would watch pirate anime on my MacBook, and those websites usually have really bad, you know, malware and viruses, and they try to install stuff. But because the viruses are only compatible for Windows, they could never install viruses on my MacBook. Because I think most people who actually make viruses, they make them for Windows because that's what most people have. Going out of your way to make a virus for Mac users is so stupid. Who has time for that? And then also Linux too. I had a friend who tried to convince me to boot into Linux, and I did it once and I never did it again because it was too confusing. Honestly, Mimosa, you may be loud and uncouth, but you're more adorable. Oh, my tummy's growling, sorry. You're more adorable compared to most girls who use it as a gimmick. Well, thank you. I feel like if I try to be cute, it just makes myself feel sick. And it's not me saying like girls pretending to be cute is like sickening. But when I myself pretend to be cute, I just feel sick. Like it makes me feel like shit, so I don't. Yeah, I know that Macs can't get viruses. It's that like you have to be stupid, especially on an iPhone where they literally have a security feature when you try to install stuff and they're like, "Are you sure you want to install this? Are you sure?" And you hit the yes button and it's like you have to be stupid. Like, come on. Yeah, my friend she's not like, okay, she's into programming, but she likes Linux because it's like, I don't know, she's like a nerd. She has autism. I don't get it. So she convinced me to boot into Linux. I was like, okay, now what do I do? And she's like, do whatever you want. And I'm like, but I can't play games on Linux unless it's Linux compatible. And she's like, yeah, but then you can boot back into Windows. And I'm like, why would I do that? I want to play games. And then she's like, well, I like Linux. I like Linux. And I'm like, well, I don't care. I can't relate. I remember I was a very stupid child because back in the day, you know, I was, you know, how do I say this? I wanted to install Mac on my Windows as a child, which I gave a virus and I put porn on the family computer. But I figured out there's a way back then you used to be able to have like, it's not that it would actually install Mac onto your Windows computer, but it would give you like a, what's the word? Like a visual that would make it look like it was a Mac OS, but it was still Windows. Hi, Mimo. Good to see you again. Hi! Welcome. He's a prince. I want a print. With money. I think the reason for it is your honesty. You are real and you wear your heart on your sleeve. Thank you. I've always kind of been like that. I don't do a very good job at hiding my emotions. So rather than hiding them, I decided to just use them as an accessory, like a fashion statement. Because if somebody says something that I think is weird, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's weird. Because I think if, like, in my shoes, if I said something weird, I would rather somebody say, oh, that's a weird thing to say out loud. That's just the way I see it. But also, like, having parents who, like, not shitting on my parents because I'm very grateful for my parents. But, you know, having parents are a double-edged sword a lot of the times. My parents are very well, growing up, they were very what's the word? The silencing type. So they would try to repress a lot of stuff in me. But once they realized they couldn't repress me and they stopped, I think that's when my personality started to flourish. Because even today, my parents, like, they don't really get it. They accept that I'm different. But, like the other day, I had a conversation with my mom. Because my mom has always told me, Mimosa, if you ever have a question about me as your mother, feel free to ask. And so I thought she was being literal. And you know, like, oh, I can ask her any question. So I sat on it for a few days. I was like, what questions would I want to ask my mom? Because I already know a lot about her. And so I came to her and I asked her, Mom, have you ever had a one-night stand? And she went ballistic. And I was shocked. She was like, Mimosa, you don't have the right to ask me that. I've done a lot of bad things in my prime, but that does not mean I'm a bad woman. I'm a godly woman now. And I was like, well, you said I could ask you anything. So I feel like maybe it's me who's missing the memo. Where people, when they say I can ask anything, maybe they don't actually mean it. So I don't know if it's me or if it's my mom. And like, yeah, she got really offended, and I didn't say it in a way that was meant to be like offensive. Like, I was just genuinely curious because, you know, she told me I could ask anything. And so I asked her, and she kind of got really upset. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, you told me I could ask you anything. And she's like, that's the one thing I do not talk about. And I was like, well, you said I could ask anything. How am I supposed to know that? Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. But then, like, my dad was in the conversation, and then he got mad too. And maybe it's because maybe it's because, you know, couples get jealous when you talk about sex with other partners in front of them. And then he got mad at me, and he was like, well, have you ever had a one-night stand, Mimosa? I was like, no, I haven't. I have not had a one-night stand. And he's like, why would you ask that? And I said, because she told me I could! And I just, like, that's what I don't understand. Because I tell people they can ask me literally anything, and if I don't want to talk about it, I'll say I don't want to talk about it. You got kicked out when you're 18? I am so sorry. Yeah, I have very controlling... Well, my mom was very controlling. I think you guys can kind of peer into that a little bit. Yeah. Is it like mom? Is that just something that moms do where they're like, I won't be upset, and then you do something and they get upset? Is that like a mom thing? Oh, excuse me, sorry. But yeah, maybe it's a mom thing. Because I've been able to ask my dad stuff like that. And he doesn't really get offended. And if he doesn't want to talk about it, he says, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, my mom, I remember growing up, my mom would be like, it's okay, Mimosa. I won't be mad. And then I do something and she's like, I'm fucking mad! It's a mom experience. My dad was definitely the chill parent. But also, I feel like it could also be religious shame. Because, like, let's be real. What religious person would admit to having a one-night stand? Especially when their religion shames it. Which, like, my take on it is, like... We all do things that we regret. But I don't think you should let it define you. I think as long as... And, like, if you only feel bad about it because other people make you feel bad about it, then you're not actually learning from it, if that makes sense. Shouldn't it be a good thing, like, despite what you've been through, you're firm in your faith? I'm not sure. Maybe it's maybe some people just have, like, a soft spot, like, something that they're sensitive about. Because I have stuff that, like, I'm a little sensitive about. And sometimes when people ask me about it, I get a little defensive. It's hard not to be. It's hard not to be defensive. But yeah, I was shocked. I was just like, oh, I guess you didn't mean it. Because if you tell me I can ask anything, then I will. Do not give me the liberty of asking you anything if you don't want to be asked anything. Also, that's another thing that doesn't make sense to me when people are like, I'm like, hi, can I come over to your house? And they say, yeah. And I say, what time? And they say, whenever. So when I come over at 8 in the morning... and they're mad at me that I'm over there at 8 in the morning, I'm like, you told me to come around whenever. If you didn't want me here at 8 in the morning, you should have said so. You gotta be clear with what you need from me, what you desire from the fox. Because if you tell me I can show up whenever, I'll show up at 8 in the morning, I'll show up at midnight. Don't test me. I'm gonna check my email because I'm scared I got banned. Like, I know if I logically know that if I got banned right now on YouTube, I wouldn't be streaming, but because I said all those words, I'm scared I'm gonna get banned. Yeah, wishy-washy motherfuckers, yes. Okay, good news, I'm not banned. Good news is I'm not banned. Bad news is it might come after the stream. D-A-A-A-A. Spooky. 3 a.m. Toontown sesh. I used to do that all the time. Same when people tell me to feel at home and when I... When people tell me to feel at home and I immediately start cranking my hog, they get upset. Is that what makes you feel at home? Is that really what makes you feel at home? I feel like home is where the heart is. Good God. I can't say I've ever done that. I can't say I've ever... I've never gooned at another person's house. But on the streets and in public, it's fair game. Home is where the hog's cranked. Ugh. I've heard... Okay, is it true? Like, I've been told stories that, like, some guys will, like, jack off into urinals. Is that a real thing? Like, how do you know... How do you know someone's not gonna walk in and notice that you're cranking it in a urinal? Is that not true? Was I lied to? People don't crank their hogs in urinals. Mimosa, is there anything you want to improve on in skills or mentality? This is gonna sound like a joke, but I genuinely mean it. I want to not want to kill myself after a minor inconvenience. Like, cause sometimes when something like a minor inconvenience happens, like sometimes I get in such a bad mood. For example, I'll order a burger with no onions and I get home and they put onions on it and I'm like, well, this is it. I'm gonna kill myself. I would like to change that. Like, I understand it's not a good mindset to want to threaten suicide after having onions put on my burger, but I can't help it. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. But I would like... I wish I could read Japanese better. I am permanently stuck at maybe like a 7th grade reading level, which is... You can get around Japan with that completely fine. But having conversations with other adults in Japanese, I have to always whip out the kanji dictionary. It's very embarrassing. That's why I like kids anime, because I can always understand it. And I can always read, like, the signs. I don't know, but I heard that, like, guys will crank their hog in a urinal if they get really desperate. Yeah, like, I know, I recognize it's not normal to, like, want to hang myself after an inconvenience, but it's just what girls do. And, like, yeah, I'm very harsh on myself. I'm my worst critic. Like, that's why the haters don't bug me, because I know I'm a million times worse than what the haters could say to me. Like, don't worry, I'm already doing my best. I'm already doing my best at being my #1 hater. It's okay, you'll never take that spot from me. Maybe in a stall. So, if there's waffle stomping when you stomp your shit down a drain, what is goon stomping? Like, what would you call that? Cream stomping, maybe? Goon stomping? Because let's be real, all of us have pissed in the shower. Sometimes when I really have to, like, I'll be in the tub taking a bath, and if I really have to, I'll pee in the tub. But usually I try to keep it to the shower. Milk mashing. That's a name. You're just wiping your underwear, fertilizing the pipes. Peeing in the shower is my favorite pastime. I love the variation of comments that I get. God, Jesus Christ. Fertilizing the pipes, yes. Yeah. It's been a while since I peed my pants, though. Like, sometimes when I laugh really, really, really hard, I'll pee my pants, but that's been a while. I think... No, actually, I think that's a lie. I think Mero said something to me that made me piss my pants last week. But don't worry, guys. I have not shit my pants in a many moons. Many, many moons. Don't worry. I'm safe in that regard. Not that you asked, but... Just figured you'd like to know. Because people like to know. Well, it's like, how come it's socially acceptable for hamsters? Like, they can't control their shits. So they just be shitting everywhere. But when I do it, it's like a crime or something. New challenge, make Mimosa laugh so hard she pees herself. I laugh very easily. Literally anything will make me laugh. I used to get teased a lot in middle school because I was always the kid that would like laugh at anything. And it's not because it's necessarily funny, I just laugh. I just like to laugh. I'm a laugher. Because I'm smarter than a hamster. Hamsters are they're pretty suicidal animals, aren't they? How do you do the finger worm? My fingers are so stiff for that. I'm trying to do the finger worm. Dude, my fingers are like... I have like osteoporosis. They're so stiff. I don't know how people do like the body worm. Like my body is stiff. And not in a sexy way. Like an old woman, like I have disease. I have self-preservation issues of a hamster. I do. But it's... I don't care is the thing. I'm like, who's a celebrity that does, like Lana Del Rey? Well, she'll like smoke and drink on stage or whatever. Yeah, that's me. If I smoked, I would do it live. And if I drank, I would do it live too. But I don't smoke because it makes me, it makes me cough. It hurts. And the stench is not worth it. The stench! The guy from Motorhead? What is a Motorhead? The fuck is that? The guy from Motorhead. Oh! He looks like a crackhead! He reminds me of, what the fuck? That guy? He does all the drugs. And yet he's okay. Lemmy. Oh, he's British. Oh, he was British. Oh, shit. He's fucking dead. He's fucking... How'd he die? He died in Los Angeles, California. He died of... a lung infection. Wow. Wait, no. Prostate cancer, cardiac arrhythmia, and congestive heart failure. Oh, that's sad. Do I want to inspire people through bad behaviors? Of course. I want to encourage you all to break all the laws. He had a Grammy? Anthrax. I thought that was a weapon of mass destruction. Not a band. I'm too young for this, guys. I think this is beyond me. When were they in their prime? $1975. Oh, well, yeah, that's definitely before me. I may be old, but I'm not that old. Germany. Did I get wasted off of a singular bottle of fruit scotto from Barefoot? Anthrax. I thought that was... Yeah, isn't that a weapon of mass destruction? That's scary. Isn't that a war crime? Using anthrax? I'm reading. How do I go from talking about shitting my pants to reading on anthrax? Based. I mean, not the weapon of mass destruction, but the band. Yeah. botulism. Yo, people who are scared of getting botulism are fucking stupid. The likelihood of you getting botulism is like 0 to none. Oh my god, somebody get botulism. Cannibal corpse. I feel like I've heard of that. I feel like, I said it before, but I feel like cannibalism is okay if the other person consents to it. But probably have it on paper because, like, what normal person would agree to being eaten? But, like, honestly, if I'm dead, like, don't kill me. Like, don't eat me alive, okay? But if I'm dead and you decide you want to have a bite, that's okay. Not like I'll care. What am I gonna do? Tell you to stop? I'm dead. Nikkei's ongoing 1.5 anniversary. Oh yeah, Vishoja's having a collab with Nikkei. I must join. I must do it. They got arrested. That's not based. Like, what can they do about it? Like, legally, like, if one guy consents to it, and the other guy says, okay, you consent to it, so I'm gonna bite you. Like, why would they pursue... I don't get it. This is why I can't be a lawyer. I thought about going to law school before, but... too much reading. And plus, it's too big. You gotta remember so much stuff. I can't do that. It'd be a Legally Blonde situation, but like 10 times worse. When will Mimosa get her Nikkei collaboration? Tomorrow! I hope. Maybe someday. I want to voice act for one of those girls, though. If they could... Listen, I can voice act. Just give me a line and I'll do it, and then put me in the game and pay me. Listen, you don't have to pay me that much. Pay me $50 and that's okay. I'll take it, because $50 is enough to buy me chicken strips for a week. Legally Fox. Yes. Uh-oh, I'm yawning. If you put me in a game... I don't know, I'd be really happy with Nikkei. I've been playing since launch. I haven't played in a while, though. I want... What do I want? I want... Put me in a BioShock game. I'd really like that. Yeah, I'll accept Genshin or Honkai too, even though I don't play them. I will accept that. Get about me now, yeah, all the time, yeah. Postal 2. Okay, I'll put you in. I put a word in for you. Oh god, I'm eepy. Somebody woke me up at like 7 in the morning because they were mowing their damn lawn. The booty crack of dawn. Asshole. Nintendo scares me with their copyright. You scare me. It's dinner time. Maybe that's why I'm hungry. If I don't eat enough, then I get tired because it's my body trying to tell me I'm dying of starvation. My body shutting down. Had to wake up at 6:30. Skull emoji! Yeah, that is truly a skull emoji. I hate waking up early. I usually have to for work, but... Oh. God, I'm tired. This week has been stressful. I'm sorry to hear that. But you can always beat the shit out of the week. The week may beat the shit out of you, but you can beat the shit out of the week back. Show them who daddy is. That's what I do. I double down. Oh, cheese fries. Yeah, maybe I'll get something to eat. I'm hungry. Yeah, I'll be gone. I'll be gone until like maybe Wednesday of next week. Worst case scenario, it might be till the end of the week, but I'm pretty sure I'll be back by Wednesday. You know, our debuts were really stressful. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. They were really stressful, so when the debuts finally, like, when all of us finally debuted, it felt like... It's like popping a huge pimple, like the relief was so relieving. What you want is 10k subs. No, I want 100,000. Get it right. 10k subs is easy like your mom. Easy, easy rookie numbers. Rookie! No, we can stop. Yeah. Yeah, it was stressful. I'm glad it's over. I would do it again in a heartbeat, honestly. But there were many tears shed in the back scenes, behind the scenes. BTS mentioned. Behind the scenes. And you know, sometimes, like, yeah, I'll be honest, like, sometimes we do fight with each other. But, like, a sign of a good friendship is fighting. If you do not fight... If you do not fight with your friends, then they're not your real friends. You need to sleep. Me too. Enjoy your sleep. K-pop. How did you know I'm listening to K-pop right now? Can you hear it? System baby, oh my god, neso na. I was really hoping you can hear it. Say it isn't so. Yeah, because if you had a fake friend and all you do is agree with what they have to say and you never argue, that's not a real friend. So yeah, there are times the Yume girls, we do fight with each other sometimes. But there's never been a fight where it's not resolvable. And when we do fight, it never boils down to insults. It's always very respectful. You know, it's never, you know, disrespectful at all. But it's just something that happens in any relationship that you have. Doesn't matter, platonic, romantic, business relationship. You will always have to fight with somebody. I will be honest and I will say I have said some really mean things to Dombra before. I'm not gonna lie. He's pissed me off on many occasions. But... yeah, it's just how it goes. I am super shy, yes. But that's not what I'm listening to. I'm listening to, which one is this? Oh my god, yeah. OMG. I have a New Jeans playlist on. I like New Jeans. Danielle, I love you. Yeah, like Dombra, he's a chill guy. And just sometimes I have this problem where sometimes people who are too chill annoy me. Because I'm like, you need to be passionate about something. You need to be loud about something. Just sitting back all the time and being relaxed is not me. You gotta have something to yell about, little bro. So sometimes I gotta hype him up and be like, yeah, Dombra! The frog boss! Like, people who have very lukewarm personalities are not my cup of tea. Not saying he has a lukewarm personality, but he is a bitch. I mean, he is a guy. He is a guy. That's what I'll say. Yeah. I respect him though. He's cool. Holla. You just what sound do frogs make? I can't make a frog sound. I don't know how to make a frog sound. It's like I give up. They croak, but it's like okay, that's better. They sound like that, yeah. Quack. I prefer meth. I'm listening to the Coke. The New Jeans had like a Coke brand deal a few years ago or something. Was this last year? They sing about Coke. Coke! I don't even like Coke. I wish he could do a Q&A again. What time is it for him? Okay, I was gonna say I'll just call him and you can ask him a question, but he's probably asleep. I 100% was ready to call and be like, hi, are you ready for a Q&A? But he's asleep. It's nighttime. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go get dinner. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And I'll see you next week. Don't miss me too much. I'll try to come back as soon as I can. But I have some stuff to take care of. Blech! Blech! Yes, thank you all for joining. I wish you a safe weekend. Happy Cinco de Mayo if you go there. If you don't, then I don't. Whatever, it's fine. But stay safe if you're gonna drink. Okay, don't drink and drive. Don't be one of those assholes. And if you do drink and drive, try to kill somebody whose life is meaningless. Okay. Thank you. You're glad you caught me alive tonight. I'm glad too. Thank you for being here. I'll say it. I love you guys. Good night.